Weekly affirmations, a positive feel-good show. The most positive thing on this channel called Hyper Rabbit Power Go.
It's pretty decent.
It is pretty decent. Hello and welcome to Weekly Affirmations. We are so happy to be here with you today on this beautiful Friday in Seattle. We actually have sunlight for the first time in like 8 months. I am super stoked. So stoked that I'm wearing my yellow Hyper Rabbit Power Go t-shirt, which is freaking rad. So hope you guys at home are wearing yours too, because then we can like be all in a group and stuff. Coordination, yeah. So in case this is your first time joining us on Hyper Rabbit Power Go's Weekly Affirmations and you want to know what you're in for, this show is dedicated to indie and freeform analog, so pen and paper RPGs. We play everything from Night Witches to The Warren, which we'll be discussing today, to things like LARPing as Crows, where you just kind of go, hey, hey, at each other all the time. That one's coming up. And in case you don't know who I am Strix, and I am your host of Weekly Affirmations. I am a game designer. I write for video games as well. I am a gaming academic. I've written peer-reviewed published papers on LARP. That's how nerdy I am. And I'm a gaming advocate for diversity and inclusion, because everybody playing games is awesome. Now, we always start out our show by saying 3 things that we really feel like we like right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in. Do you know what my favorite things are today?
Probably some of my favorite things.
Really? I hope so.
Like the spring weather.
Well, I was gonna say surprise cupcakes, this amazing t-shirt, and The Labyrinth. The video, The Labyrinth, with David Bowie, specifically David Bowie's pants, because that is the most amazing thing ever. Those are my 3 things. I also have 2 guests with me today who will be playing. We had a 3rd guest for the first episode of The Warren.
David Bowie's balls.
No, I said his pants, very specifically. Thanks, Zach.
Just his pants, not his bulge.
I didn't say his bulge. I did not say bulge.
It might have been implied.
The pants facilitate the bulge.
Sure,
That's pretty much all you see when you see those pants in that movie.
Is that all you
Dance
see,
magic.
Zach?
That's all I see.
Well, that's on you. So last week on the show, we had an extra guest. Her name was Chelsea, and she was also a mythologist. She was actually here for a conference. Her character died, and she is gone. However, I still have 2 remaining victims, players, that would love to introduce themselves to you today.
Hello, I'm Anna. I'm the production and programming manager at Hyper Rabbit Power Go. I'm like, where'd the camera go? All right, I've got glare on my glasses today. And my favorite 3 things today are the spring weather, salt, and I had another one and I lost it. Migraine meds, that's what it was. Migraine medication. Yes, that is one of my 3 favorite things today.
Deeply important. Hi, I'm Liz. I am a associate producer who works for video game companies. My 3 favorite things are fuzzy socks, cats, and the 80s version of the classic television drama Beauty and the Beast.
Oh gosh, I saw that.
It's really good.
That was epic.
You should watch it.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
It was. Best thing Ron Perlman's ever done.
Oh, that's strong words.
Mm-hmm.
Strong
and
words.
I stand by them.
All right, well, we would love to know your favorite things as well, chat. In case you would love to interact with us today, we'd love to interact with you, and here's how it works. So if you donate or subscribe today, you get your own weekly affirmation straight from me to you. We use our affirmation matrix, so there's a little bit of magic going on over here. You can write it down, you can retweet it, it's awesome. We also ask that you tweet out your own affirmations, either of yourselves, of maybe one of your friends, hosts here on the show, or Hyper RPG. And you're going to do that using the hashtag, are you ready for it? Game Feels with a Z at the end. So hashtag Game Feels, tweet at us throughout the show. We'll take breaks and we'll read some of your tweets live. Oh, here we go, Hyper Rabbit Power, go!
That was a really good life choice, Osborne.
Showing my support for hashtag weekly affirmations, Liz, Strix, and Anna. I love this show. Can we get an affirmation for all our awesome mods?
Yay! Yes, we can. Hyper Rabbit Power, go!
I'm gonna have to write these down.
You are gonna have to write these down. We've learned. That one's from Fire Raven. Okay, mods, this affirmation is
The
specifically...
world is watching us, and we are watching the world. Hashtag Horizon. We are the news.
Those corpse. Alright, so mods in chat. This one is actually for you, and the mods who are in chat right now as well at Hyper Rabbit Power Go. You are proud, encouraging leprechauns. Which actually makes sense, because their mods are always in there with the magic. So, mods of Hyper RPG, congratulations. This is your weekly affirmation. Okay. What was the next one?
Fire Raven.
Fire Raven, you get an affirmation this week for supporting your corp for corp sins. Ooh. Fire Raven, you are an ancient, enchanting fawn. An ancient, enchanting fawn. Kind of like that weird deer in Princess Mononoke. You know what I'm talking about? He's ancient and enchanting, and he's a fawn. I think that's technically correct.
No, we can go with that.
I haven't seen.
Oh, you need to see Mononoke. It's awesome.
I know.
Gosh.
It's on the incredibly
Gosh.
long list of things that I need to see.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that affirmation. Again, throughout the show, if you donate or subscribe, you get your own personal affirmation. I can dedicate it to you. You can dedicate it to other people. Also, tweet us with the hashtag GameFeels. We will read those out loud throughout the show. Now, did you happen to see any likes that people put into chat while I was talking? I wasn't able to pay attention. You know the
Any?
favorite thing?
Oh.
Hyper Rabbit Power Go! Oh, wow.
That one is for Death from Above.
It is, but we can give him half.
For the distraction bomb. Also hashtag Evo cares and supports weekly affirmations.
Aw, thank you, Aeronox. And for this, you get your own affirmation, which I hope you enjoy. You, are a speedy, calling anteater. So imagine like you're an anteater and you're like, wada, and you're like, ah, the whole time. It's fantastic. I bet I just made these guys' day.
So basically, you're Xena.
But an anteater.
And if that doesn't get fan art, it's a shame.
It really needs to.
Well, did you guys see the fan art from last week? There are a
Yes.
couple of really awesome pieces
Yeah.
that
Oh
came
my
in.
gosh,
I think
yeah.
there's actually three.
If I saw the ones from Tunnycat and from Afrithio.
And
who's,
there was one more from Javier.
No, that's
Okay. Hyper Rabbit Power Go!
But it's for Viking Lass.
Yeah.
Can we get an affirmation for Viking Lass to strengthen her for the mech destruction on DFA hashtag Wuxing?
Again, Hyper Rabbit Power Go! Viking Lass, get in here!
She's already hard at work.
What was that?
I love this show. Hashtag Renraku, today's solutions to tomorrow's problems.
Red Rocket.
That was for
Okay.
an talk. So we need to do one for Viking Lass,
Yeah,
which
we
I
need-
will.
can we
will
get
wait
April in here?
if we can, if she's here. Yeah.
Yeah, she's here.
Well, she was here.
April, come here. I have something special for you.
Here we go.
You have been affirmed.
Have I?
You have. And so I have a special affirmation for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
You are a quiet, calculating platypus.
Platypus made that okay.
Yes. So
Platypus
April,
made it true.
That is your weekly affirmation.
Well, thank
I
you.
hope you feel affirmed.
Thank you, Strix.
Aww.
Okay, Zach, I hugged her.
Yeah.
She's nothing like you.
Close the door on your way out. Bye. Okay. Now where were we?
We were
Fernan.
affirming.
Fernan talk.
Fernan talk.
Fernan talk.
Fernan talk.
Fernan talk.
Fernan talk.
Fernan talk. This is your weekly affirmation. Thank you for your contribution. Are you ready? Ooh. You are a delicious purring echidna. Hyper Rabbit Power Go! I'll say it one more time. Don't worry.
I actually missed that name.
Sagetopia.
Sage.
Okay, in case you didn't catch that, Fernan talk, you are a delicious purring echidna, which I think is kind of like an anteater, but not quite.
Yeah, we were actually just recently discussing echidnas.
Really? What?
As you do.
What's an echidna?
They're kind of spiny and they've got like little anteater type snouts.
Uh-huh.
And when they're babies, they look ugly.
Hyper Rabbit
Power Go! But in a really cute way.
So just that's one of the
Yep. So we'll dedicate to, you know.
show brought to you by The Matrix. You're welcome. Hashtag neonite, hashtag wear the internet.
Oh no. The corps are really getting into this one.
They are.
Okay. This one is for...
Sagittopia.
Yeah, Sagittopia or Sagittopia. You're very topiatic. You are a melodic, moisturizing Yeti. So you're a Yeti who likes to sing and, keep your skin nice and soft, which I think is great because Yetis, very furry and great for hugs. So that is your weekly affirmation. I hope you feel affirmed. Okay, who is up next? Neonet. So this one I'm just going to dedicate to Neonet. Wonder where my Aztecians here are here. All right, Neonet. Oh, you are tenacious, clarifying steeds. That's right, Neonet. You are a group of tenacious, clarifying steeds, which actually kind of makes sense with the whole corporate warfare thing. Good job. Okay, is that it for right now? Ooh.
I think so.
Okay.
We'll probably get one before you're done picking
Before
the card.
Before
we're
you
good.
finish the next
I
sentence.
love weekly affirmations. This is my favorite part of the show.
By like, I don't know, midsummer, the show will probably just be
affirmations?
giving affirmations.
You know
to
what? That
people.
would be fine. If
that would be a
if that
pretty
is
good
my
show.
job is just to affirm people. That would be
What
great.
a positive and wonderful job that would be.
I know, that would be such an amazing.
It would be, dare I say, affirming for you.
It would be very affirming. And just a quick note on the donation speech-to-text guys, if you use cursey words, they get blotted out, so it won't actually come out in the text-to-speech properly. So you can do whatever you want, but just know that curse words will not actually get said out loud.
And it's a fairly broad definition of curse word too.
Yeah, I didn't make it up. It's not my policy. It's just
Yeah.
how the speech-to-text works. So now you know. Ooh, a Strix facts. Strix once called Odin a dick to his face and then rubbed it in by picking up money here for good measure. Wow. That's, I don't know if I'd piss off Odin, actually. That might be a Strix fact that's just a little bit legendary.
It'd be true, though, because he is a dick. So.
Odin? Yeah, dude's a jerk.
A little bit.
Especially the Americanized version of Odin, which
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if you ever
Well-
read American Gods, but... Hyper Rapid Power, go! Okay.
Future Binky.
Future
Present
Binky.
day Binky, you must repent. Stop with your trolling ways or suffer the consequences. You all rock, I love the bunny ears.
That's right. Hyper Rapid Power, go!
You guys are on a roll today.
So Future Binky.
Yep. So Future Binky, this affirmation is
Hashtag
for
Evo
you.
loves you.
Who loves you?
Evo.
Evo loves you. Evo loves you. Evo cares. See, I even know their hashtag at this point, and I'm not even like pro Evo. It's working, guys.
Indoctrinated.
Okay, quickly.
All right. You are a joyous, basting goo. So you're just so gooey and filled with love. It's amazing. That is your weekly affirmation. Okay, and then the next one is for paradigm shift. I'm going. Let's see if I can do it without getting interrupted. Okay, ooh. Paradigm shift. Are you ready for this one? It's great. You are cooperative, yearning caterpillar. You're a caterpillar that just wants friends. And I think that's awesome. There's your weekly affirmation paradigm shift. That was a good one. Mm-hmm.
So, Viking Lass is going to bat for Odin, and I have one thing to say to you out there, Viking Lass, come fight me.
Uh-oh. Can we wait till after the show?
Strix facts. Strix is actually the root of
But
all
in an
myths and
affirming,
legends. Haven't we
beautiful
heard that
way.
one?
We have heard that one.
We've heard that one before our disc.
Well, if you hear a Strix fact more than once, you know what that means.
That it's true.
It's absolutely true.
Absolutely.
Because they're all
Strix
true
fact.
anyway.
Strix once got bored and built Stonehenge. She doesn't remember why either.
Oh yeah, it's kind of a fuzzy memory. Oh.
Well,
I'm glad it stayed. Strix fact. Strix once made Chuck Norris call for his mommy. Dad is right, because look at these guys. Look at these. Just feel that. Just want you to... Is that pretty firm? I feel like it's pretty firm.
pretty good.
All right.
It's pretty good.
Impressive looking.
Okay, so now we get to actually talk about why we're here. So we are in session 2 of playing The Warren by Marshall Miller, and it's produced through Builly Pullpit. And Marshall Miller is a game designer that I know in person. Hyper Rapid Power, go!
Horizon supports weekly affirmations, information for the masses. Inform and people will find their way. Hashtag Horizon, we are the news.
All right, so a little more the corpse getting in here. That was Fire Raven, though, correct?
It's true. It's another one for Fire Raven.
Okay. So I'll dedicate this to Fire Raven and your amazing corp because you are the news. You are radical, abiding Cyclops. Radical, abiding Cyclops, which makes sense because you know the news, you know everything, and you're like, right? Right. Sure. So, what was I saying? That's right.
The Warren.
The Warren. So last week on Weekly Affirmations, we played our opening session of The Warren. Hyper Power Go! You guys did that on purpose. Oh, there's that technology. My bros.
Hashtag Ask Technology is affirming the two wonderful happy bunnies and their positive generous GM.
Aww. Alright, this is for my favorite corp, which is As Technology. You are maniacal, buzzing lemurs. Which is actually kind of scary and awesome. So that is your weekly affirmation. I hope you feel affirmed. Ooh, we get
Maniacal
music.
really sells that one.
Maniacal lemurs?
For As Technology.
That's like Madagascar, but as a horror movie. Can you imagine?
Mondor the Great would like to know if you have a permit to be carrying those guns.
Oh, I have several. These are considered illegal in 3 states. So, last week, we were playing The Warren by Marshall Miller, produced by Builly Pullpit. They have graciously donated several copies like Hyper Power Go! You guys are great! I love this. Urslan.
Please make an affirmation for all the members of EVO. From hashtag Shiawas, we advance life and want to make sure when we utterly destroy EVO they feel so affirmed about it.
Wow, you guys are really going for the jugular today, but you know what? I'll work with it. I will affirm you guys, not with the intent of watching you be destroyed, but actually because I like you. So, you are lucky, exploding chinchillas. I didn't pick that on purpose with the annihilation part, I promise, but you are lucky, exploding chinchillas. Be affirmed and know that you will not be destroyed unless you let it happen. All right. That was fun. What's going on, chat? Shiawasa, you guys. Okay. Last
Builly
week on The
Pulpit
Warren,
Press.
Builly Pulpit Press. They have generously donated several copies to the Power Go! Yes! No, I love this. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. You guys are doing it on purpose now.
3 good things today: snow in the morning, spring weather, weekly affirmation. All power to Corvids, our liberators. #setter-crub trust the dragon.
Hyper Rabbit Power Go!
Was that right?
I think it was Corbin Flattery.
Save Papaya.
Papaya! And who was that from?
That was from...
Okay, so the first one is for Corbin Flagger?
I believe so.
Corbin Flagger.
I believe so.
I need to learn how to say that word at this point. So here's your weekly affirmation. You are a fascinating, shining unicorn, which is awesome because then you could put on one of these two just with one thing sticking out instead of two part of the club. That was a good one. Okay. Hruvenir? Hru? Near. Was that a 7 at the end?
Yes.
Hrulfenir 7. And if you want to tell me in chat how to actually say that, I will learn and then say it correctly the next time.
We will all try and learn and say it correctly the next time.
Okay, Hrulfenir 7. You are a flamboyant, achieving gnome, which is kind of awesome. Flamboyant and achieving gnome. So you got a little dash of style in there. I like it.
I think we should shuffle these real quick.
We should?
I think so.
Okay. All of them?
Yes.
All of them.
You
Okay.
know, not like together, all of them.
Well, yes.
Yeah,
Do you
all
want
of
to
them.
take one pile?
I can do that.
Do you want to take
Do you
one
wanna
pile?
take one pile?
You guys are so efficient at this, we now have to shuffle midway through. I love it. Yeah, we added some new affirmations in this week, so the matrix
We
is
just wanna make
entirely
sure
organic.
they get all mixed in properly.
Strix fact, Strix once ripped a hole in space-time Normally, we're against changing the timeline, but President Kirby mandated too much wrestling. Oh, Curbs. I didn't know how into wrestling Kirby was until recently.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I think that he's actually only slightly into it, but because Zach doesn't like it, he's that much more into it.
Oh, Ruben Tanier, you cheater. You don't even know how to pronounce it yourself and you're making us do it? Jerkface.
That's just cruel.
That's so cruel. Well, then I get to say it however I want.
It's true.
Kruventier. All right. So we were playing
Wait,
the Warren, and there was another rabbit, and her name was Nima, and she died giving birth to her litter, which turned out she'd been impregnated by the leader of the Warren, whose name was Harish. But Harish's other wife rabbit died, and now we are moving ahead a chapter, which is what you typically do between chapters in the Warren. I actually got that whole sentence out. Whew. Strix fact. She listens to Mike Snow, but doesn't realize that Mike Snow listens to her for inspiration. Hyper Rapid Power Go! That's kind of awesome.
Dreamer, that was a subscription.
That was a subscription by Rough Dreamer. Thank you, Rough Dreamer. You're gonna get your own personal affirmation for that. By the way, Mike Snow's Genghis Khan.
So
if
good.
you have not seen it yet, you need to see it. Not right now, because you're watching me, but soon, because it is awesome. And that was Rough Dreamer. All right. Ooh, Rough Dreamer, you. Are you ready for this? You are a delicious, shouting steed. So you're like a steed made of maybe like chocolate, and you're going because you're delicious and shouting, and you're a steed. I feel like you should. I'm a rabbit power go. Make you guys do the animal noises.
What really makes it Courtney is the sound.
I feel like you guys should do some of these sounds.
Now I want
This stream is brought to you by #NeoNet.
All right, Neonet, you're gonna get affirmed as well. Okay, Neonet. Hyper Rapid Power Go!
That wasn't
Oh, it's Celadeer. Okay, Tawny Cat. Oh, Tawny Cat. So, Celadeer did a shout out
Give
to Neonet.
yourselves an affirmation for all the inspiration and good #game feels you are spreading.
Aww. Ishtaru. Okay. So, Celadeer and Neonet, you are quiet, exploding dragons. Quiet, exploding dragons. I would actually want it to like an explosion underwater, like the dragon.
I think
It's really stealthy.
I think they're exploding with excitement.
Oh, they're exploding in space. Because there's no
Oh,
sound in space.
Yes, no one can hear
Quiet,
you
exploding
explode.
dragons.
Sure.
See? Totally got it.
Space dragons.
It's totally a thing. I bet you, if you were just to Google space dragons, you would find many space dragons. Okay, who's up next? You're helping me keep track here. It's
A
Tawny
Tawny
Cat.
Cat.
Ah, Tawny Cat. Which Tawny Cat did some of the fan art last week, right?
Yep.
We really appreciated the fan art, Tawny Cat. It was really awesome. I retweeted it. Definitely a fan. Fan of the fan of the fan art of the fan. Of the fan.
Definitely.
All right,
We
Tawny
love
Cat.
fan
This one is for you. Are you ready? You are a speedy, capering caterpillar. That's right, a speedy, capering caterpillar. What noise does a speedy, capering caterpillar make, Anna?
Very speedy, capery noises.
What does it sound like?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
No.
You-
Probably lots of,
Well,
because it's very speedy and it's very capering.
okay, all right. I will accept that, but I think you're cheating.
I think so too.
All right, so when you jump sessions of the Warren, so you finish up one and you start the next one, there is a move which is called Time Has Passed. And I'm gonna look that move up and we're gonna describe what happens.
While you're looking that up, I will say, those of you that support #SavePapaya, keep the gratuities coming, because if we get enough of them, that increases my odds of survival.
I'm not gonna kill you.
Subs too. Subs up too.
Why would I kill Papaya? Why would I do that? Okay.
Before I get my vengeance.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus. Papaya just got dark.
Papaya got dark when we killed Nima.
Well, we're definitely playing the Warren in dark mode. So,
Is there a light mode in the Warren?
There is, actually. So, I didn't tell you,
Aww.
but
think
I
I really
automatically
wanted to play
decided
that.
that we were playing in dark mode. So, in the actual Warren book, there are notes on light mode and dark mode. Light mode is usually sittable for everyone, kids and stuff. They take like the mating move out. And they basically, bunnies don't die unless it's the end of the campaign. But in dark mode, it's a little more like real rabbits, which if we're gonna do the game feels, better get all the way in.
Save Saranya too.
Yeah, we never know when Saranya's gonna go either.
Thank you.
Okay, so the move, when time goes by, when months or seasons pass, roll the dice. As a group, decide which dice represents birth and which represents deaths. And rabbits to the warren according to the birth die, and subtract rabbits from the warren according to the death die. This move is especially useful when you want to play a game of the warren with children, or when players do not wish to incorporate the mating or birth of litter moves into the game. Now, we saw how birth of litter went. These guys can't really mate and produce litters, though they can mate if they wanted to, just with no litters. So I'm gonna say that you get the birth die, you get the death die. We're only gonna roll one. And we're gonna see how many rabbits
I
died,
get to roll one.
just one, and how many rabbits live. All right, let's give it a go.
Come on, 6. 4 is good enough.
4 died,
Yes.
and
Wow.
1 was born. That's actually perfect.
So, for anybody who watches the BattleTech game after this,
Are you cursed?
my husband is Algernon Beta. You may know that he also rolls really, really poorly, and I think it's a family trait.
All right, so we know that when you have to roll dice, you're kind of screwed. I will keep that in mind. Okay, so what that means is, let's just say that a few weeks have passed since we last talked to your characters. Saranya's alive, Papaya's somehow alive, but our third rabbit has passed away in litter birth. Now, several other rabbits died, including Sumari, who had the plague, and, probably a couple due to some kites and some snakes eating them. So there were 4 deaths. But there was one birth. One kit from Nima's litter is now alive. Bum, bum, bum! And that kit's name is Praveen.
Is
Is pardon?
Praveen. So I'm gonna write it on my notes. So Nima's kit, her one lone surviving kit, his name is Praveen. Praveen. So I don't know how he's gonna survive very long without a dedicated mother, but that might be something we figure out and play.
Not it.
The other thing that we do when we go to the next session is that you guys get to recover your panic score. So if your panic was anything other than 0, you get to set it back down to 0. You're no longer super freaked out.
Verkatchel says it sounds like Papaya named it. No, if Papaya had named it, it would have been Praline.
Oh, a Strix fact from Genova Plus. Some people count cards while gambling. Strix counts dice. Figure that one out. I know the atomic weight of all the particles in each die, so I can just calculate how they're gonna fall.
It's quantum probability.
Yeah, it's like Lucy, only I'm not gonna explode in blue goo. Did you see Lucy?
No.
Yes, not one of the strongest.
Because it
films.
was kind of like, ooh, way to break all the science.
Yeah, well, and Luke Marenson
all
can
of it.
be a genius sometimes. I mean, Fifth Element was great, but he's hit or miss, I think. Okay, the other thing that happens when you go do a new session is you pick up a character move. Woo! Now, if you're playing the Warren with the card deck, which you can get online at Builly Pullpit's website,
Sorry, Sadie.
you get to use these as artifacts, but you don't have to have them. So right now you have the character move Engineer, and you have the character move Hutchwise, but you each get to add one from the character moves list. Now, when you add one, you don't get to add one that anyone else has, and you have to go one at a time. So since I believe Liz went first last time, Anna gets to go first this time.
I am choosing Circles of Life.
Circles in Life. What is Circles of Life?
The fight for survival makes for some strange bedfellows, thank you. When you first use this move, choose another type of animal with which you have a history and rapport. And it says when you first use it, but I'm just figuring that I'll choose it now. It'll make it more interesting later.
Yeah.
It's less of an out. And I am choosing the macaque troupe that
Oh.
I often play with that everybody else is afraid of.
That's right. So during the last time's show, she had some interactions with the macaque troupe. Macaques are monkeys. They pretty much scare the hell out of all the other rabbits, but Papaya is special. And Papaya likes to hang out with the macaques. So that actually makes sense. And then what about for Saranya?
So, for Saranya, I'm going to be taking Swift Runner, which is You have never met an animal you couldn't outrun. When you bolt, treat a roll of 6 as if it was 7 through 9.
Oh, so you basically get to save a fail into a not
basically
so fail.
a +1.
Okay, there is that.
Yay.
Now, last week we had Chelsea on the show, and she was amazing. And I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but that was her first time ever playing an RPG.
At all, ever.
So I think she did
really
fantastic.
fantastic.
Right?
did,
I
yeah.
thought she was great. But we did dumb down the rules a little bit just to make it easier to be entertaining and to play. But now that we're sort of more all
We
veterans
didn't
here.
dumb them down. We simplified them.
Simplified.
Simplified.
My apologies. So we only allowed people to take one character move, and we worked the setting moves into that. But this week we're going to change it back to how it normally works. So we're playing with a special set. It's called The World of Bellingnapoli Fields. This setting is actually in India, rural southern India, and I actually wrote this setting with my counterpart A.A. George.
Strix facts. She actually wrote this setting.
Yes, it's a real fact. I actually wrote this setting with my partner, and it is based off of the time that we spent in southern India near this actual real life village that actually exists. I've been there, called Bellingnapoli. And we were there doing NGO work. I was teaching children English and Shakespeare. They're amazing kids. It was for Shanti Bhavan's children's project, which you can go look up online, but they do really, really great work. I continue to engage with them now that I'm back in the States. But it was during that time there where I really got a really good feel for what that area would be like. And in the monsoon season, it's really lush and it's really wet. In the drought season, it dries up a little. There's mango trees, there's snakes, there's birds. There was a crate, which is like one of the most poisonous snakes on earth. Sorry, Mom, I didn't tell you. There was a crate. It was awesome. And so that's the setting we're going to be playing in today, is one that I was actually in. So I think that makes it kind of cool. But my point was that there are 2 custom moves that come with every setting that you pick up. So not just mine, but all the other ones as well. And for this particular setting, we have both gossip and tradition. Now, we kind of threw a little bit of gossip and tradition into the game last time, but now both moves are available to you at any time, along with your special character moves and your basic moves. Any questions? No? All right. These guys are masters. I don't have to do anything.
I do
Nobody
actually
believes
forget
that.
that I can't pick that up. Where are my friends?
Your macaque friends?
Yeah, I'm looking at the map.
Mm-hmm. So let's leave that map there because it's taped down. We have an extra GM map here.
I was probably getting my ear in the overhead cam.
So I think we decided they were over by the old tree.
Okay,
Sounds about right.
So
perfect.
monkeys right
Not
here.
too far away.
Where's that old tree on this side?
There it is. In case you guys can see that. Need a bigger pen. Okay. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Okay. So when we start a new session, we've already established some of the questions that you ask in the beginning of every game. And that's questions about the Warren, questions about relationships. So we're not going to ask those again. But we always start out with a current situation. And so, do you remember the situational questions I asked you last time?
Not even a
Not
little.
even a little. Okay, then we get to explain it again.
A very long week.
It has been a very long week for all of us. Positivity. Affirmations.
I didn't say bad, I just said long.
I didn't say bad either.
Just- yeah.
Why do people keep thinking I say things that I'm not saying? First academic. Are my levels of
What are you
implication just
saying?
off the chart? What are you saying that I'm saying? Okay, so
Send coffee.
at the beginning of every session, you ask situational questions. If you're just starting a campaign, you also ask questions about the Warren itself and the relationships. If you're a GM, you have internal stakes questions that you ask yourself and you try to answer through play. So you don't normally ask the stakes questions out loud. I did last session simply because we were making everything really transparent and easy for everyone. My ears are falling off. Hyper Rapid Power, go!
Hashtag Strix fact. Strix caused the Big Bang when she awoke from her eternal slumber. Hashtag Horizon. We are the news.
Oh my gosh.
You heard it from a news source, then it must be true.
So this was from Fire Raven. Doing a good job today. So if you're ready for your next affirmation, this one's pretty great. You are a courageous, basting bunny. Yay, you got the bunny card today. Yes. Yay, Fire Raven.
I almost feel like only one person should get to be a bunny.
So I should pull the bunny out?
I don't know.
I feel like we
It's
can have
that
several
or
bunnies.
everybody should be bunnies.
Bunny centaurs, bunny echidnas.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
What was like a double bunny?
Bunny?
Like,
What does it
You got
mean?
one bunny head and you got another bunny head.
Sorry, bunny is kind of awesome.
Bunny bunny.
Bun bun.
Oh, this is how nicknames are made. Okay, so questions that I'm going to ask you.
The bunny is like the jackpot. See, I agree.
The bunny is like the jackpot. I mean, as long as we're playing the Warren, which we'll be playing the Warren for one more session after this. And at the end, or during next week's session, we'll be giving away the really super fancy copy. Art back. Cards, hyper, go! That's right, we are giving away copies. What was it? I didn't get to see it.
Chemicon Datas. Say it.
I'm still.
Chemicon,
Oh,
it's
Chemicon
halfway through. Chemicon.
Dashus. Chemicon Dashus. Okay, Chemicon Dashus, thank you for subscribing. You get your own weekly affirmation. Oh yeah, I like this one. If you're ready, I'm ready, because you are a radical, shining hippogriff. That's right, Chemicon, a radical. Ooh, we should do radical.
Radical.
Shining hippogriff. So that is your weekly affirmation. I hope you feel affirmed.
Mr. Thrift says, "Yay, Strix is still here. I thought Goobs had usurped her. One, she is still here for this show, and will be, I think,
Yes.
indefinitely.
Yes.
Two, can you imagine Goobs trying to do this show?
You guys would not ever play anything. So, yes, I used to also host Too Many Guilds. I've been temporarily pulled off of Too Many Guilds because of my normal work life. I have a full-time job, and it is sometimes very demanding. So at least for the next 4 to 6 weeks, I have to do other, not realer work, but full-time work. But I'm still going to be hosting weekly affirmations every week. This is my show. No one can take it from my cold, dead fingers. So you guys are stuck with me. And Goobs can try to fight me, but I'd totally take him.
I don't think anyone could usurp you.
No.
Like Strix Facts.
Strix
Come on.
Facts. Which, by the way, Strix Facts. Strix successfully mediated a ceasefire between Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd.
That is an
Let me tell you, that was hard. It involved a lot of carrots. So many carrots. Okay, you guys ready for your situational questions to set up today's play?
Yes.
Sure.
Excellent. So, Saranya, is it day or night or somewhere in between?
It is dusk. So almost night.
Okay, what does dusk feel like in rural India?
What did we start? Oh wait, no, this is time's past. What does dusk feel like? You tell me. Cool. Nice breeze going. Starting to cool off from the day.
Feeling the heat slowly subside.
Yeah.
So like maybe the smell of mango is in the air.
Yeah.
The sky is like this beautiful orange color.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Orange and red and just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have cicadas in India?
I didn't hear any cicadas, but we have crickets.
Oh, okay. You can hear the crickets?
Oh, we also have geckos, which I don't know if you know this, but geckos chirp.
Do they?
Yeah.
You can hear the geckos.
You can hear the geckos chirp.
That sounds interesting.
It's actually really fun.
Cool.
Popeye occasionally tries chirping back. They don't listen.
Probably not. By the way, geckos have teeth.
Wow. Geico did not inform me of any of this.
Well, suffice it to say, I found out the hard way. I like picking up things that I should not pick up in nature, and I totally got nailed by a gecko.
Strix facts. Strix has been bitten by a gecko.
It's not the worst thing I've been bitten by. I used to be a park ranger. I've been bitten by all kinds of things. Okay, so, papaya. Is it during the monsoon or a long drought?
It's still the monsoon.
Still the monsoon. So it probably rained a little bit today. How did you describe the one last time? It was muddy.
It was muddy, yeah. It's still muddy. It's the monsoon season. It's
Yeah.
always muddy.
It's hard to keep clean. That's when contagion often comes into
Yeah.
the warren. You
Yeah.
can't get dry or.
Which is super big of an issue right now because we had those 2 deaths in
the warren.
one of which was from sickness. So yeah, there's an anxious air about the sun setting and the humidity in the air. There's a certain anxiety to it.
Oh, that's good to
Tension.
know. Yeah. And isn't it true that last time Papaya found a place to dig that would be drier?
She did.
Why did she dig it?
Tradition.
Well, tell me about that. What happened?
So last session, Papaya was looking for a way to make the sick bunny, whose name I can't remember, unfortunately, have better conditions with which to recover in. And she went a little further outside of that bunny's room and happened to find out that if we dug in the sacred hollow of our warren, there would be a nice dry area even during monsoon season.
But you can't because it's the sacred hollow.
But when she, speaking to herself, whispered of, ooh, if we dug there and moved those cabinets, then, that is what she said, she was overheard by the Warren Elder, who we already have a little bit of tension building with.
Oh boy.
And was scolded and somewhat rescued by Saranya, her big sister.
So you got scolded by Harish, which is the leader of the warren right now.
It's true.
And we found out when we rolled those dice that Marumati, who is the rabbit who had been infected, is now dead. And this is for both of you, actually. Who is now infected by disease in the warren? Because it's
Well, it's
spread.
not Harish, because that would be too easy.
One of the other elders?
Who?
I don't know, who are the other elders?
We can decide right
We'll,
now.
we'll name one.
Name one. Have we used Babu yet?
We have used Babu.
Lahar?
Lahar?
Yeah.
We can do Lahar.
Lahar.
Okay, so
Poor
Lahar.
Lahar is sick.
So Lahar is sick, and Lahar is a council member, and the council are the ones who elect the leader of the warren, correct? They're basically
Yeah.
a bunch of elders. And Marumati was a council member too, wasn't she?
Yes.
That's
She was.
That's 2 council members now that are, one is dead and one is in danger of dying. Sounds like there's gonna be a power vacuum here pretty soon.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh look, it's Gil Ramirez. Hi Gil. Ramirez. Do you know who Gil is?
No.
So Gil's
Go on.
actually, well, Ramirez. Gil's someone who I know from LA. I used to work with him on some steampunk stuff. And he actually also knows Zach from LA.
It's true.
And then the bacon level is like 1 or 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally 0.
I know him because we're fellow Geek and Sundry fans and mods and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that's true.
So I haven't met him in person, but like.
So we all
Gil?
know.
Of course I know Gil.
We
like,
all know Gil.
yeah.
He's the sender of the secret Illuminati of Twitch gaming. It's Gil Ramirez.
I was gonna say of blacksmithing, but
Oh, blacksmithing too, because Gil's a blacksmith.
yeah, which is super cool.
Like in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Gil, that's so cool.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so besides this other council member, has it spread even more rapidly, or is it just Lahar right now?
I would say there was another older bunny who was relatively well liked, but not overly so, and was getting up there in age and wasn't quite as firm of health, and they have died.
Okay.
But they weren't anyone particularly notable. They're just somebody that we knew.
Thank you.
You are
Aw.
amazing.
Aw,
Therapeutic
you're amazing, Joe.
bunnies. Amazing
Oh,
therapeutic
oh, we got an affirmation from Joe. Amazing therapeutic bunnies.
Joe Formations.
Oh, I like it.
Make that hashtag happen.
Strix fact. Strix knows Gil is really Sean Connery. It's true. I'm friends with Sean Connery. Strix fact. Hyper Rabbit Power Go! Rabbit grading, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rabical, also hashtag Shiawas.
Okay.
All right, grading. This one is for you. I hope you're ready. Shiawasa, heads up. You are cooperative, calculating, nerf herder, which basically means you're Han Solo. That is like the best affirmation ever. Congratulations. Why do we always get the creepy music right after an affirmation, Joe?
It's like,
oh, is that it?
yeah.
I totally
that's
think
how
it's
I
like
took it.
sort of like
To me, it's
psychedelic.
creepy music.
Oh, to me, it just sounded like the divine light shines down upon you as you're reading the affirmation.
Oh, I totally hear it is like you're slightly like on hallucinogens.
From what the planet, you're just telling me this creepy for you now? It's mystical.
That's how I read it, Joe.
I guess creepy can be mystical.
We got a resub.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Cable.
Read some height.
Affirmation.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
We should give Cable resubs get affirmations too.
Yeah.
I think. I
Okay.
think they should. I think we should be very appreciative of people who resubscribe.
Okay.
Cable DX.
Oh, there it is.
Or Cable Dex.
Cable. Cable, here is your weekly affirmation for resubbing. We appreciate it. Are you ready? I'm ready. Because you are a fascinating, vindicating gnome. That's right, a fascinating, vindicating gnome. You're like the gnome of truth. It's kind of like the sword of truth, only as a gnome. That is your weekly affirmation. With the creepy noises. Hyper Rapid Power, go! Megalo Blazemon. Megalo Blazemon.
If I had known, I would have waited pressing the. Oh, I'm sorry, PWJB.
Aww.
But Megalo Blazemon.
Alright, Megalo Blazemon. This is your weekly affirmation. You are a flamboyant, calling unicorn. Now, Liz, what does a flamboyant, calling unicorn sound like?
No, hang on.
Damn
Because
it.
unicorns sound an awful lot like horses, and Joe wanted to hear more of your horse impression. So
I think it sounds like, a horse while flipping its hair.
So it's like, kind of like that? Or do it just sound like insane? Because that's probably the other choice.
I think about how that's gonna live on YouTube.
Forever. Forever. No shame here. YouTube forever. Corvids for life. All right. So our next question, I'm gonna go with you, Liz. What recent changes have humans made to the land?
Do we remember what our answer to this was last week?
They had planted some new fields.
no. They were expanding the school.
That's right. They're
The
expanding the
school
school.
that's right next to
That's next
where
door.
we are. So the humans were encroaching even closer to where we live, to the Warren, and that was part of why we were thinking we should leave.
The humans have begun improving that main road in anticipation of increased traffic. Not that we would know increased traffic, but they've begun improving the main road.
Those giant roaring metal monsters.
On
There's
the
more
flat
of them.
place. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good
I
for
like
rabbits.
Very bad for rabbits.
And that's why I've been spending more time at the tree.
With the
cat,
macaques.
which is, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Kiata Clooney says that they hallucinate naturally. Blood carries less oxygen but more iron. I didn't know that was possible. That must be a very interesting life that you lead.
Who you hallucinate naturally.
me.
Yeah. Not you.
Right, great.
Kiata Clooney. I didn't know that.
But more iron. So, kind of different than anemic. Opposite of anemic. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I love chat. They're always telling me new things. Aw, Strix, insane or not, it sounds lovely. Sanity is for the weak. That's right. You have to be brave to be this insane.
Okay.
All right. So we actually already answered this question, but the question is, which elder has died?
Oh, before we get into that,
What?
did you talk about how we'll read game feels halfway through?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we can do that again.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, in case you're just joining us, we are playing The Warren by Marshall Miller. I am your host, Strix. This is Anna and Liz. They are playing bunnies today, and it's really dark because this is dark mode. And if you want to interact with us, you can subscribe or donate to get your own personalized affirmation straight from me to you. You can also interact with us on Twitter using the hashtag GameFeels with a Z. We'll be reading those off live on the show. So please tweet at us. I don't know if you remember the very first episode, but no one tweeted, and then Zach yelled and stomped around, and I was like, "Ah!" So please don't do that to me. And I would love to hear your affirmations, because affirmations make everybody feel better.
That's true.
They make me feel better. They make you feel better. So why not?
Do it.
Do it, please.
Yesterday you said tomorrow.
Okay, so do it. So one of the elders has died. Now I'm gonna give you a choice. We can just make it easy and say, yeah, Lahar died. But do we want to say another elder died that's not Lahar and maybe not from contagion?
Ooh.
Conspiracies. I'll let you guys decide that.
Sure. Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, she rolled a 6.
So
I
another
was just evens
elder
odds on
has
it.
died. Who is this elder?
Elder as in council elder or elder as in old bunny?
We are running out of names.
We already know.
Well, we already picked another old bunny that died, so
I'm gonna say then it's Nanda. So Nanda was a council bunny, and she was actually one of the younger council bunnies. There was nothing particularly wrong with her, but she went foraging one day and didn't come back. So who in the Warren takes the blame for Nanda's death?
papaya.
Okay, so why is Papaya blamed for Nanda's death?
Because papaya's papaya.
Is it because Nanda saw you and you cursed her with the evil eye?
No, but that's kind of what what's his butt thinks.
What's
sorry.
his butt?
I'm so
Harish?
Yes,
The lead
thank
bunny?
you. Sorry, brain, no worky.
Okay, so the
Um,
perception in the Warren is that you're just bad luck. And you cast some sort
That's what he is saying. But whether or not it has caught on,
This bunny's going down.
well,
but it's furthering that conflict that our little family is having with Harish.
okay. So Harish is the bunny in charge, and you're the lowest bunny on the totem pole. So
nobody is stepping up to defend me except Saranya,
except
of
for
course.
Saranya, which puts Saranya in a very bad position.
Yeah, but at the same
papaya.
time, it's we were stirring up sentiments that maybe Harish was not particularly using good judgment anymore. So,
And I mean, who sent? What was her name? The bunny that died?
Nanda?
Nandi. Nanda.
Who sent Nanda to go forage in that particular location? Surely, like it was Harish.
I see.
And
So-
perhaps it was.
Since Harish is the leader of the bunnies and you are the lowest caste bunny, it's probably not going very well for you.
Probably not.
In fact, you're probably in danger at this point. So,
That's not spread.
I mean, it's not, right? Oh,
Danger is my second name.
what's your third name?
Grapefruit.
She's just the fruity bunny, in case you haven't caught on to that.
Papaya, danger, grapefruit.
Oh, I want to see that fan art. So, then, now that Nanda has died and you are being blamed, and this is putting you in danger, what do you do?
Okay, what would I have to roll shrewd? I think that, being the one who is, love you sis, a little more stable out of the pair of us, I think it would fall on Saranya to
It's Fruit Friday.
to try and save your bacon by deflecting blame, not necessarily as high as Harish, maybe using some well-placed gossip in bunny ears to blame someone else.
Would you blame Babu?
Remind me who Babu was?
So Babu was the rabbit last time who came and found you when the other bunny was dying. And he's sort of like a mid-level lieutenant. He has aspirations of someday being on the council or being head bunny.
Yeah.
But, he's made mistakes in the past, so you're not really sure if he's fit for the job. That's Babu.
Yeah, Babu's going down.
So how do you do this? Do you start talking to other bunnies? Do you confront Babu? Do you make a scene? Really get creative here. How would you manipulate Hyper Rabbit Power Go?
All for yourself.
What?
An affirmation for yourself. Strix #setter Krupp, the corporation that is always a step ahead.
I get my own affirmation just for me? It's the first time this has happened.
Is it really?
Seriously?
It is. I mean, there's been like affirmations for the
Yeah.
hosts, but not one
Really?
for me, I don't think.
Seriously?
I've never read one off for myself before.
Wow.
That's really cool.
It
All
makes
right.
me sad that that's the first time that's happened after a month ago.
Oh.
But it's a good one.
Yes, it is.
It's a good one.
So, Strix, my affirmation to myself, hello Strix, you are a sensational, prancing platypus. Why, thank you, Hand. You're welcome.
And what kind of noise does a sensational prancing platypus make?
Oh, we turned around on me, huh? Let's see. Probably like a...
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
Platypus. Anna loves being hugged. She loves it. She loves it. Thank you for that affirmation. That was wonderful.
Kind of do.
I got my own. That's so
I
cool.
like hugs.
Okay, Saranya. So what's your master plan here? What's your first step of attack?
My first step of attack is to... Bloody hell. I am going to try and spread around the idea that that Babu was the last person to see
Nanda?
Nanda.
Oh. So
And that is a little bit suspicious, don't you think?
that's pretty suspicious. Okay. So there's actually a move for that in this playset, specific to this playset. It's called Gossip. What does Gossip do, Saranya?
So, gossip is when you try and undermine a rabbit through gossip, air your idle chatter aloud and roll shrewd, plus shrewd. On a 10 plus, you succeed and the Warren views the rabbit negatively. -1 forward for speak plainly. On a 7 through 9, the gossip runs amok and your victim knows its source and you are viewed equally badly. -1 forward for both you and your target. So, if...
Hyper Rabbit Power Go! Cons? Yep. Cons.
Am I too late for an affirmation? Start me off on an awesome #Shayawas weekend.
Cons, of course you're not too late for an affirmation. I can do these all day long until I am blue in the face. So, Cons, here's your affirmation today. It's actually pretty awesome. You are a joyous, encouraging chinchilla, which have the softest fur on Earth. That's right, a joyous, encouraging chinchilla, complete with creepy LSD music. Thank you, Joe. I mean, mystical. He's giving me dirty looks through the window. Hyper Rabbit Power Go! Dalcifer just subscribed. Dalcifer.
Get some sub hype in chat.
I
There we
know.
go. There we
Hop,
go.
Hop, hop. We can say hop, 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 hop. We could hype hop.
Oh god.
Oh, let's do it. Yeah, you're on my show. You gotta do it. Hype hops. There we go. See, we can do anything we want. Don't die. This stream is weird. Yes, it is kind of weird. That's okay.
Yeah.
Hype hop. All right.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
So here is your affirmation for subscribing. you are a cosmopolitan bounding antelope. That's right, a very sophisticated antelope with great taste who loves to bound. Fantastic. Okay, in case you are just joining us today, what we're doing is we're playing The Warren by Marshall Miller, produced by Builly Pullpit Games. It is technically a free-forming game because we don't have traditional dice rolls, and Joe is looking at me like he has something to say.
Well, we had horse noises, which is hopping around, and you wonder why I play LSD music.
That's a good point. That is a good point, Joe.
You can't argue with that.
Though I think it's a little chicken and egg, because he was playing that long before we did the horse noises.
Or the hopping.
Or the hopping.
Or the hopping.
You are inducing these things, Joe, with the music.
Enabling at
Just
least.
so you know.
At the very least.
So we are playing The Warren today. We are on session, or chapter 2. We're going to have one more chapter after today's show, so one more show of The Warren. At the end of that show, we will be giving away this glorious hard copy plus cards copy of The Warren to one of our lucky viewers in chat. So you'll want to be there that day, because that's pretty cool. We gave away one yesterday, last session as well. And if you're just catching up with us, we would love for you to interact. Come say hi in chat, give us some Strix facts, subscribe or donate, and you get your own personal affirmation from me in my trusty affirmation matrix. We would also love for you to interact with us on Twitter using the hashtag GameFeels with Z, HyperRapidPowerGo! Oh, Proven Tier. Proven Tier, which I can say however I want.
In order to save the Warren, Papaya must give up on her dreams of becoming an engineer, instead becoming a doctor like her parents wanted. Give Boo an affirmation, he works hard behind the scenes.
Aww.
An affirmation for Joe.
Joe, looks like you get your affirmation today. You can stay in the booth if you want, but you can come out here and I can give it to you. Just give me a sign. Okay, he's gonna stay in there.
Me a
So-
sign.
Let me know, Joe. Okay, Joe, this one is for you. Oh yes, I'm not even gonna look at the camera. I'm gonna look straight at you. You are a bodacious, everlasting kangaroo. That's right, bodacious and everlasting kangaroo, Joe. You're welcome. Oh, those are much better. That's much better. Much less LSD. I approve. You like how he uses it for his own? Joe is amazing, and this show would not be half of what it is without him and his awesome work behind the scenes. So thank you for affirming Joe. That's great. Okay.
Where were we?
We were with you rolling to see if your
Okay.
gossip works.
Yeah,
So before you
yeah.
actually do the mechanics, I want to hear you just say your gossip out loud. Like you're passing some bunnies in the Warren and you're like,
Passing some bunnies in the Warren and the heck is the name of that dead bunny again?
Nanda.
Nanda. I'm gonna remember it, and then I'm gonna forget it, and then I'm gonna remember it again. So passing some bunnies in the Warren and saying, it's so tragic about Nanda, and there's been just so much death recently.
You think Bobby would be more careful?
Yeah, that's good. You think Babu would have been a bit more careful with where he sent her out to be foraging. But I suppose, hindsight. It is tragic, though. There's been so much loss, and we should all be more mindful. I just wish Babu would remember that.
You just kind of direct toss that off and walk away. Yeah. All right, let's see if that works.
Let's see if I can roll as well as my husband.
So you're gonna roll 2d6?
Yep.
And you want at least a 7,
How big are my
or
kids?
really bad things happen.
Oh my god. 7!
Oh boy! You do not fail. So what happens on a 7?
On a 7 through 9, the gossip runs amok. It's not the greatest, but your victim knows its source and you are viewed equally badly. -1 going forward for both you and your target.
Okay, so
Oh, wait, I didn't add my shrewd.
Oh, well, that's true, girl.
7, 8, 9. It doesn't make any difference.
Okay, so it doesn't get you out of that.
So close.
Joe's back. Okay, what are those?
Oh
yes! Oh, it's my favorite discard. Yes, it's coconut water. Oh my god.
Oh, it's coconut water.
I love coconut water.
He's got 2 of them for you, too.
That one's for me.
Did you know coconut water, they used to use it for infusions during World War II because it has the
Really?
same chemical makeup as plasma?
Really?
Uh-huh.
Strix fact.
Strix fact.
Thank you, Joe.
Let's draw for you too.
I love coconut water so much. This is like the best thing for a hangover, by the way. Not that I drink excessively. Hyper Rapid Power Go! That's for Kitty Cat.
I'd like an affirmation, also hashtag Strix fact. She lost her middle name when she became the goddess of the Mermadillos. Hashtag as technology hash G33KFL33T.
I am the goddess of Mermadillos. That's right. Alright, Kitty Cat, this affirmation is for you. Ooh, yeah. And you, this week, are an ancient, yearning anteater, which, as we know, make the sound ah! It kills her. It kills Liz. So you're an ancient, yearning anteater, and you just call out to the other anteaters trying to find them. How does that go with it? I just killed Liz. Who knew anteaters made that sound?
I just picture an anteater, like in the Xena costume, like throwing her shotgun, like, ah! I can't even do it, because I'm not Strix, so. Only Xena and Strix can make that sound.
We do, in fact, need to make like a sound pack that people
Oh,
can
God.
download of all of
Look
the,
at the horse,
animal
the
noises that you
anteater.
do. Yeah.
The platypus.
So that, like, when I get a text message, I can have Strix making an armadillo sound on my phone. Like, yes, I need this in my life.
I'm just saying, you've never seen me and Xena in the same room.
Oh, that's true. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but-
Mind blown.
Or Batman. So I could be Xena Batman. You don't know. Xena Batman. Strix fact. Strix anteater sound is the real anteater sound, no matter what the anteaters in the wild sound like. Yes, this is the official
This is true.
Encyclopedia Britannica sound clip version of anteaters. Alright. Okay, so you spread some rumors about Babu, and they're pretty nasty rumors. You make it out to sound like, he kind of sent Nanda to her death, and Nanda was a council member, and we're kind of down council members right now, so that's not really great. However, Babu knows it was you. And the other rabbits kind of look askance at you because you're a gossip monger. And while everyone in the Warren is a gossip monger, we all pretend that we're not. And so
Just like any little town.
the fact that you've been caught is kind of what they're all like frowning at. So you have a -1 going forward, which in this game's mean on your next roll, you subtract 1.
Okay.
Now you still get to add your stats, but you're gonna -1 from your final roll.
So that only happens on my next roll?
Your next roll. But if you're in a contest with Babu, he also gets a -1. So you gotta think about that a little strategically.
Got it. Bat
So-
Xena. Yes,
Bat
Mr.
Xena.
Thorpe. Yes.
Oh, can you imagine like Xena with like the Batman mask? And like the bat wings? And maybe like a bat cycle?
Yes.
Bat cycle Xena?
Yes. Yes. Fan art, make it happen.
And you all thought Papaya was the crazy one.
Papaya is a character. I'm
And
just
Gabriella's Robin. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Gabriella's Robin would be amazing. And she already wears green.
Really, you could probably just alter a little bit of Stephanie Brown Robin, and there you've got it. Just add a staff.
Strix
my
fact. Strix once told drunken Buddha to get his act together once. That's all it took. And he became a bodhisattva, and he ascended to the next Devangari. It was great.
Beautiful.
Okay, so Babu is not going to let this stand because he knows if he does that it's just going to put him in a bad place. So he waits until you are as alone as you can be because Papaya is probably always sticking with you, but in the Warren at night, and it's just about before you're going to curl up in your little bunny hole. And
Hashtag save Saranya.
Babu strides up, and he's a male bunny, but male bunnies are actually smaller than female bunnies. So he's not quite as
Really?
big as you. Yeah.
I'm a little runty though, remember.
I think there's like one. Oh, that's right. You're a runt. So you're the same size, if not a little smaller.
Okay.
So you don't get to like lord your matriarchy over him.
I could just puff up.
Well, Babu pops up, and his little like bunny tails are like.
If only this table was a little lower.
Glad you can't see that. But he's like clearly like, cause you know how cats do the thing?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
pretend the bunnies can do a little bit of that. So he's like, his ears are like, "Brr." And he goes, Saranya.
Hey Babu, what's up?
there something you want to talk to me about?
No? Babu, I think you're blowing this a little bit out of proportion.
What am I blowing out of proportion exactly?
Were you not the last person to see? I just was saying, maybe in the future.
To see what, Saranya?
I just think that we should all be more mindful of where we go around the Warren. Now that the humans are doing all of these new things, they're on the flat space.
If you have something to say, you should say it to me instead of spreading nastiness amongst the Warren. Unless you're a coward.
I'm no coward. However,
Hyper Rapid Power Go! You just got saved by the bell, my dear.
An affirmation for the person of your choosing. From Random Human.
Strix, an affirmation for the person of your choosing. I am weak laughing here, loving the show you all rock less than 3.
So I actually get to pick.
Thank you, Random Human.
So Random Human says that I get to pick my own affirmation today. I feel like it's a trick question. And it is, because I'm totally gonna cheat. Zach.
Oh,
gonna give it to-
I thought they were saying
give it to
choose
Zach.
a random person to give your affirmation to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna give it to chat.
I was gonna say you should give it to Zach and
To
make
Zach.
it a really light and fluffy one.
Oh, is Zach here? Zach! I won't hug you. No, he's not here?
No.
Okay.
we're confirming.
Okay.
It's probably. Yeah.
So, this one is for Zach, and I'm gonna make it as fluffy as possible for him because I know that that is his favoriteest thing in the whole world.
Next to Gotham.
Next to Gotham, which he tweeted about last week. I mean, I didn't do that.
Nuh-uh.
So, Zach, this one is for you, and I hope that when you review this footage, you get to watch it over and over again. Maybe someone will splice it and turn it into a GIF and then tweet it at you. Who knows? But Zach, you are a proud, achieving Minotaur. That is perfect, Joe. Thank you. So, Zach, you are a proud, achieving Minotaur, and I can envision it really, because it's about right for Zach. Except for maybe the Minotaurness. No, definitely the Minotaurness.
No, that's
Bullheaded?
Zach.
Yeah.
That's not even a fluffy one. That's Zach.
Aww. But he's all proud and achieving,
Yeah.
which is why we get to have these shows.
It's totally Zach.
Yeah. Ah, that one was awesome. Strix fact: at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indy was hoping that it was Strix who was going to examine the Ark, and not the top men. Which I like. I love Indiana Jones actually. When I was in Ecuador, they used to call me Indiana Strix because I had the hat.
Really?
Yeah, they everyone has felt hats in the Andean mountains where I was. It's like a traditional thing, so I just got one. It was awesome, and I was like, yeah, I'm Indiana Strix.
Nice.
But then I got really sick, and it was like all pale and wasn't very indie-esque.
So Angry Bunnies.
Angry Bunnies.
Angry bunnies.
So Bobby was like, fight me. If you're going to spread rumors, you should be prepared for the consequences, Aranya. Hyper Rapid Power Go! What did I say? It was Thanos fat.
You guys rock, great show. I'd like a weekly affirmation. Please and for Strix to teach us what a Minotaur sounds like.
Okay, Thanos fat, you're gonna get an affirmation, and I'm gonna show you what a Minotaur sounds like, so we can add that to the sound file. But Thanos fat, you are a shiny, sparkling fawn. So you're like Edward the vampire, only a fawn. There you go. Sparkly and shiny fawn. Oh, I love this music, Joe. This is perfect. A shiny, sparkly fawn. Okay, so I have to do a Minotaur sound?
Yep.
All right, let me get in the space of a Minotaur here. I feel like a Minotaur is kind of scary sounding, right?
You gotta go
Yeah.
deep and grab.
It's the best I got.
It's frightening.
Yeah.
It's deeply
I made a
frightening.
horrifying face too. Joe's like, oh my god.
I think that was a Minotaur having a horrible bowel movement. but Minotaur nevertheless.
You know what? If you would like to make a Minotaur sound,
No,
please
good.
do
That was a wonderful Minotaur noise.
I mean, maybe
it
they're
just
more
happened to be a very specific one.
Yeah.
That's all.
I mean, they might be more like Snorty and Woolly, like
Oh yeah.
yeah, like that.
Yeah, I can't do
Yeah.
it right now. I'm too congested.
I mean, I'm just saying. They could just
They could move. Oh, they could be like.
That's nice.
Yeah. See, we figured it out. Teamwork. Teamwork in the
Makes the
Minotaur
dream work.
sounds. Okay. So.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe. So Babu has
It's
cornered
like fight
you.
me, bro.
And he's like, fight me,
Babu's
bro.
like, fight me, bro.
And so he says,
What do you intend to do here, Babu? What is the purpose of you coming here? Do you intend to try and kill me? Is that you have decided to counter the suppositions that others are making that you tried to kill Nanda by coming to try to kill me?
so as I've learned from you, Saranya, death can be achieved through many cuts.
You can try.
Don't make me.
Babu, I really don't see any reason that you and I should have to fight.
Good, because I will be the leader of this warren someday, and you do not want to be on my bad side.
Really? Didn't realize that you had aspirations of leadership, Babu. You know, there are a lot of people in line between you and Harish.
Not as many as you think.
And
Fewer every day.
are you telling me that you intend to do something about that, Babu?
I intend to be a good and honest leader who confronts issues head on.
Very well then.
So can I expect that this is the last I will hear of this from you?
Yes.
Can you do it without rolling your eyes?
That's asking a lot, Babu.
At this moment, Papaya comes hopping around the corner after playing with the macaques all day and goes, "Hi, Saranya." Oh, hi, Babu.
Hello, Papaya. How are the macaques?
Delightful.
She smells like monkey,
Well, she was near the monkeys.
which she should not be.
For what purpose?
The macaques are not our friends.
They're my friends.
If she wants to play with the macaques, what harm could it possibly do, Babu?
All they have to do is snatch her up and break her neck.
And what does that matter to you?
Every life in this warren matters to me, as it should matter to you. We've lost 4 of our own in the last week.
My sister matters a far sight more to me than she matters to you. And I shall look out for her best interest.
Well, then
But
you should
thank you
keep
for
her
your
away from the
concern.
macaques. And he goes, "Rrr," and he marches off with his little bunny tail.
You should probably stay away from the macaques, though.
So he's left, and now you two are together.
But the macaques are my friends. They wouldn't hurt me.
Papaya, Babu's gonna be trouble.
Saranya. I know that I say silly things sometimes, and I know I can be difficult, and I know not much of the Warren likes me, but even I can see that.
That's because you are so much smarter than people give you credit for, Papaya.
Oh, thank you, Saranya.
You're welcome.
Oh, by the way, Mondor, if you want to post horrifying pictures of me, that's fine. You go for it. That's what I'm here for.
Shoot from the horrifying face. I would retweet that. Just saying.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Sorry.
2 thumbs up, hashtag would retweet.
10 out of 10.
Down here. Okay, so you're admonishing her for playing with the macaques. Is she listening at all?
Little. Are you listening? No. I didn't think so. It's okay.
So I want to hear about your day with the macaques.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us what's been going on with that?
We did macaque things.
macaque things?
No, really, they helped get fruit down from the trees and nuts and things like that. And I gathered them up on the ground for them into a little pile.
Do the macaques snatch up bunnies fairly often?
I haven't seen it.
Do you think they would?
Probably.
Oh, it's interesting.
They maybe tried to do it once or twice when I first met them, but I'm really fast. And they don't do it anymore. Now we're friends.
How close of a friends are you with the macaques?
Good enough to
She knows where this is going.
Good enough to get Babu killed.
Y'all, these are some bloodthirsty bunnies, alright? If you expected a happy, funny bunny.
Dark mode.
Are you having dark thoughts? Saranya, you tell me not to have dark thoughts.
You shouldn't have dark thoughts. Me, on the other hand, I'm just concerned for our place in the Warren. I'm concerned.
Well, if they would just let me dig in the sacred hole, we could make it more sacred.
They will never let you dig in the sacred hole because they are extremely married to their traditions as long as all of the various elders are still in power. So maybe we should do something about that.
That's why we can't leave either.
Game of Thrones Rabbit Edition.
The bunny throne will be mine.
The problem is that the only way I want to play that game is if I can be Brienne of Tarth, but I don't think this bunny is a good Brienne. This bunny is a Lannister.
Oh, definitely a Lannister.
Okay. So what is Saranya going to do?
While you think about what Saranya is going to do, I'm going to give you a chance. So, it's 4:30, which means that it is mid-time, which means I get to read at Game Feels tweets.
Game feels hype.
So, Game Feels, if you want to get 1 or 2 tweets in really quickly, I can read them live. Oh, I was listening to Genghis Khan.
Game
I get
feels
a
with
little
a
bit
Z.
Genghis
With
Khan.
a Z. Yep. that's
Yeah, so
important.
tweet to the hashtag GameFeels with a Z, and I will read them off actually right now. You are, by the way, being nice and affirming people in your GameFeels tweets. That is the whole idea. So let's see what we have this week. All tweets.
Thanks, Mondor.
Did Mondor post the really awful link of my face?
Yeah, and he tagged
Is it great?
me.
He tagged us.
Oh no! Okay, let me see if I can go down to the bottom of the list. Oh, wait. There we are. Oh, nope, those are last week's. Gotta get up to the right place. Okay. Alright, I got a few from Mondor here. So Mondor says, the important thing is to try to inspire people so that they can be great in whatever it is that they do. Game feels. That one's pretty great.
Oh, it is pretty great.
And then Javier Beltran says, you are lustrous, gleaming Afriti. Is that a bird?
I don't know.
What's an Afriti?
What is an Afriti?
Chat, what's an Afriti? Oh,
Like a
oh, like an ignifrit. I know what an ignifrit is. But an Afriti, I had actually not heard of that version before. Josephine says, Game Feels, I am a brave, excitable phoenix. Strix, I am loving weekly affirmations, as are everyone at Evo, the corp that cares about you. Thank you, that one's awesome. Ooh, another one from Mondor. Pessimism leads to weakness, optimism to power. William James, Game Feels. That's a good one, Mondor. You found some good quotes this week. And then Justin says, may you achieve success in all your endeavors. That's tweeted to all of you. So, Game Feels. That's amazing. And then, Bob the Ninja Goldfish says, for the whole Hyper RPG crew, you are inspiring, creative luminaries. Thank you so much for all the hard work. Aw, that's amazing.
It's beautiful.
Oh, there is one here for Joe. I don't know if he's seen it yet. It's, I found Bazooka Joe's Game Feels Strix Facts, and it says he's bodacious, and there's a boxing kangaroo. I'll retweet that so you can see it, because I know you can't now. Of course he does that for his own. But that is actually great, and that was from Adam. And then Adam also says, Strix facts, Strix once affirmed a boxer at his lowest point. That boxer went on to be Rocky Balboa. Game feels. Oh, and then Void Smoker has already made some awesome fan art this week. Have some heavy rabbit role-playing, go on. Love it. And I will retweet that one as well. Ooh, look, it's with you with the macaques.
Aww.
That's
pretty
so
awesome.
great. So I will retweet these so that you guys can see them. Make sure that you at least follow me so you can get this. I am _Strix, so not hard to piece out. But keep retweeting the Game Feels hashtag with your affirmations. I'll do this one more time at the end of the show so you can get this in for posterity for all time to be on YouTube forever.
So I tried grabbing carrots that were in the fridge, but
Yeah.
they've been in the fridge too long. So I
that what
brought
you're
back
up to?
chocolate.
Ooh, chocolate.
no.
I mean,
I was going to grab the chocolate as well, but that's
Objectively.
beside the point.
I'm just saying, chocolate is
It
better.
is 70% dark, and you're both welcome to have as much of it as
I'm gonna
you
have
would
a piece
like.
of chocolate. So if you are just joining us today, we just read out a bunch of hashtags, and in case you're confused about what's going on, this is Weekly Affirmations. We are a show that happens every week at 3 p.m. PST. I am your host, Strix. This is my guest, Anna and Liz, and we are playing Marshall Miller's The Warren, produced by Builly Pullpit Games. Beautiful, beautiful hardcover there, which we will be giving away. And we are in the middle of our campaign. We're on
Next week.
yes, we'll be giving that away next week. We are on chapter 2, so we have one more chapter coming up next week. We'll be finishing it up and giving away this copy. And if you would love to interact with us, we would love to interact with you. Say hi in chat, give us some Strix facts.
You're the
and
voices
then-
in my head.
Now you know, you're the voices in her crazy papaya head. And you can also tweet us with the hashtag GameFeels with a Z at the end. And I read those out during the show to help us really start off the weekend on a positive note. Because why not? Chocolate.
Hruvanich, yes, Final Fantasy was the only reason. Once somebody said Ifrit, I was like, okay, now I know.
See, I know Igniferous.
Video games taught me things.
You know, I learned all about medieval weaponry from Diablo 2.
Really?
Like, I learned what a halberd was, right?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and a guitar and
I
all
learned
that.
it all from D&D.
Yep. Games teach you things.
It's true.
It's so true. Okay, Saranya. So, you have this confrontation with Babu. He was not very happy with you. He thinks he's going to be the next leader of the Warren. Papaya has been playing with monkeys that could really actually kill her at any moment. And they're gathering food together, though, and they seem to be friends. And you are hatching a diabolical bunny plot to... do what? Also, I make horse noises.
Also, you do make horse noises. A diabolical Liz, is that shirt from a game? No, it's the Little Mermaid.
Oh, it is the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Is it a mermadillo?
No, just a regular mermaid.
Okay.
I forget where I got
Just
it.
a little one.
So she is going to, enough stalling. Hell with it. We're just gonna go full Game of Thrones on
Oh
this.
no.
So
Let's do it.
let's just.
So what are you doing?
Oh my god, you gotta do your ears. We're gonna do it.
Evil bunny ears?
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, bat
Is
bunny.
it cocked evilly?
It's like they're like this now.
Oh, excellent.
You gotta evilly cock your face too. Be like,
You know, pointing forward at an angle.
So, we're just gonna go full Game of Thrones bunny on this. So we are going to try and use maybe Papaya's contacts with the macaques to.
What about the road?
What about the road?
I mean, there's so many things you could kill each other with if you really wanted to.
I know it's true though.
The
Your bunnies.
The macaques are my friends. I don't want to get my friends in trouble. The bunnies already don't like them. But that road,
Yes.
there's a lot of big creatures on that going really fast.
It's true though. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, you told me not to have dark thoughts.
It's alright. We're sisters. Yeah. Let's try and get the bunny run over. How am I gonna do that?
How are you gonna do that?
Chat, how am I gonna do that?
Ooh, that's a great idea. Chat, how would she maneuver Babu onto the road to get him slayed so that she can actually be the next ruler of the Warren?
Speak to me, voices in my head. Give me devious thoughts.
While that's going on, here's another Strix fact. When Chuck Norris needs to feel better, the only one he trusts to cheer him up is me. Strix. I'm a professional cheerer-upper for the stars. Those people actually make a lot of money. I should be doing that. Not that I
Professional
think about it.
cheer uppers.
Well, they usually call them shrinks, but... Come on, you saw that one coming.
I don't think they make as much money as you think.
Probably not. It's the ones with the sideys that do really well.
Or the celebrity life coaches. Then you don't even have to go to this, get all of those letters after your name.
That's true. Mondar asks, if someone got robotic rabbit ears for you guys, would you wear them as often as you could?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
Especially if they were like the Neko Mimi kind, which respond to your brainwaves.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then you could be like, I'm a happy rabbit.
So this
Yeah.
is a
Sad
Japanese
rabbit.
thing.
Those don't necessarily
Yeah.
work particularly well, but I would still rock those.
You know, I got to test out some Neko Mimi ears. I think it actually depends on the person because all of our brainwaves are unique, kind of like fingerprints. But there are larger overarching things like alpha and delta waves. And some people I saw actually could control their Neko Mimi ears fairly well, but people like me just did not
Yeah.
work at all.
Well.
So I have strange brainwaves, I guess.
So the suggestion that I'm seeing so far is step 1, grow a twirly mustache, and step 2, obtain rabbit-sized train track, top hat and monocle. I don't think that's gonna work.
That's probably not gonna work.
What if?
Yes.
Well, I was thinking that was probably what happened to.
If she
What
got
was her
ran
name?
over, not Nanda.
Nanda, was that she probably went to the road and didn't manage to get back. But what if she's still out there?
Like a search party? Oh my god.
That would be a lot of dead bunnies.
Hint, hint.
I just looked up my face
Not
on
a-
Twitter.
Not a whole search party. No, that's
since
thing of
Babu-
beauty.
Yep.
Since Babu
No shame.
cares so
Truly.
much about every bunny,
Uh-huh. You said against him?
yes. What if I were to set up a situation where
Bunnicide.
he thought that he had to go bunnicide, where he thought that he had to go and save a bunny.
What bunny would he be guaranteed to try to save?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Would he really save
not
Papaya?
What bunny?
But
I mean,
that's
probably
what I'm
Harish,
saying.
right?
How long has she been gone?
She's been on for like a week.
So she's probably not still alive, even if she was still alive.
What if
How
you
would I
spiked
get-
his food with something rendering him unconscious, then formulated a way to roll him into the road in a large wooden badger? I think you meant barrel.
No,
badger.
I'm pretty
No,
sure you
badger.
meant badger.
A large
A large
wooden
All right.
We built a large wooden badger. It's Monty
Sounds
Python.
like a papaya idea.
It does.
Okay. So, how hard would it be to spike? Harish is probably really well guarded, isn't he?
I mean, is he?
Is he? Oh. I'm so used to the GM being the one who decides all
No,
of these
you get to
things.
decide these things.
if we're going to do that, then why not just make Babu disappear himself?
By like jumping him?
The same
I'm
way
just
that
saying
we're talking
two bunnies
about
with one
spiking-
poisoning.
You're gonna now poison Babu and Harish.
Oh God, this is getting bad.
I just want to confirm.
No. Let's. Oh God, it's gonna. Problem. Papaya is everybody's gonna look at me, and also I have a -1 to the next roll. Phew,
Yeah.
This is hard, y'all. This is hard.
Does talking about this make you nervous at all? So you're talking about
No.
homicide here.
I have voices in my head. This sort of thing goes on all the time.
Just like sociopathic bunnies.
Well, Saranya, I
dark-
think before talking about like regicide, would like try and make sure that nobody's around our little hollow.
Yeah, dark things happened in that lab, okay?
Yeah, you know,
dark
Dark
things.
And we've been scarred.
Accidents had to be maybe slightly orchestrated for us to escape. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that factories or that lab
Poison everyone and be done with it.
not there anymore.
So I'm gonna say that with this discussion,
Uh-huh.
you guys are exposing yourself to danger.
Okay.
So I want you to roll resist panic
Okay.
because bunnies are very excitable and you're talking about a coup.
But I'm bad at that.
So let's have you roll resist panic and see what happens.
6 plus.
Plus you're steady.
It's just 6.
And a 7.
I failed.
What do we have to roll?
No, you did. Oh, you did because you have a negative.
Yeah.
You have a negative 1 to your steady.
That's why I didn't want to do this.
So you both fail
Yes.
resist panic because you're talking about this thing that could get you killed, and I guess your imagination runs away with you. So what happens when you fail resist panic? Anna?
Getting a little anxious, and I think it's sleepy time.
Getting a little anxious and definitely unable
I want a
to sleep.
story.
So
I miss Nima.
you're gonna take a +1 to panic,
Yep.
which is your panic score moves up and down throughout the game, and you either cower, hesitate, or flee.
Hesitate what?
You're in the middle of a discussion. Maybe you're like, we shouldn't be talking about this. Maybe you just freak out and roll over. I don't know. You're papaya. so papaya goes.
I love that you're like, I don't know what you do, you're papaya. Clearly, we need to play more games together. Because I love that you have that reaction of me.
Bob, I think that's a good idea.
What did Bob say?
Okay. Hey, so I'm hutch-wise. So maybe, I could ask.
Oh, that's a really good one.
I could ask Babu and Harish. Let's stick with Babu for now. Yeah. I could ask Babu. I would really like to try and make amends. If we could just go somewhere and have a conversation about, just whatever the equivalent of burying the hatchet is for a rabbit. And I could pick a location near the school, somewhere I know that the little children are, who might be tempted to pick up and steal away Babu to a lovely life in a cage at a school. Like, it's not exactly bloodthirsty. He would, get carrots and lettuce.
Sure, that's exactly what would happen.
Totally, 100%.
Are we sleeping before this happens?
They would eat that rabbit. They would eat that rabbit. Okay.
Are we?
So this is your plan.
This is my plan.
But we should.
Thank
we should rest
you,
first.
Bob the ninja goldfish. Thank you.
But we should.
We should
rest
rest
sleep
first.
Okay,
Yes.
Don't- we
so
don't wanna
because
do
it
that
was dusk when
immediately.
this all started,
Yes.
and Babu came right before you're about to go to sleep, so you can at least sleep on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're maybe planning to do that for the next day. Okay, so you could maybe relax before
Yeah.
you go to bed. I don't know if you want to try that out.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we have to roll for that, or is it just?
Nope, you're just going to role play what relaxing looks like.
All right.
Tell me a story, please.
All right. I will relax by telling Papaya a story. I have to tell a damn story, don't I?
Yes, you do. You know how this works.
Just a real quick one.
Yeah, so the story is, once upon a time, there were two little bunny sisters who were,
Devious.
who were little freaking angels, and
Devious.
who never did anything wrong.
Devious angels.
Were just looking out for themselves and their family.
And only themselves and their family.
And the two little bunnies were captives of the wicked sorcerer And,
Babu.
and they were captives of the wicked sorcerer. But one day, when the wicked sorcerer wasn't paying any attention, one of the sister bunnies managed to get the drop on him. And was able to free her little sister from the magical bonds of the evil sorcerer bunny. And then the two bunnies hopped off to their own little queendom, where they ruled happily and lived prosperous lives until the end of their days. The end. Did you like that story, Papaya?
I did, thank you.
Aww. So when you relax in the warren, you get panic points back, so you calm down a little. And I think that was a very common story. So you can take away one point of panic at this point.
Which is all that we had.
Which is all that you had. But in other situations, you might have more than that. And when you reach the panic threshold, so as much panic as you can take at one time,
Yahoo had
bad things happen. Did I hear that? Or am I hearing voices? Did that really happen?
Are you hearing the voices in my head now too?
I think it did happen.
Okay. Just checking. Just checking.
More
What's in that
carrots.
chocolate?
Right.
Okay.
Washington State.
So you rest, and it is now the next dawn. What do you do?
Going to.
I'm an adorable bunny, so I do that adorable little bunny stretch thing with the fluffy belly and stuff.
How's it work out? You can
Adorable. I just
Adorable.
Yeah.
a little fluffy belly.
I'm gonna wait until I know that it's late enough in the day that the little children will be out of their classes when they start, roaming, and then I'm going to go to Babu.
Okay.
Hang on a minute.
What are you doing?
What you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna tell the truth.
To who?
Everyone. Well, not everyone. I'm going to
What you doing, Papa?
gossip, but gossip can sometimes be the truth.
Okay.
The truth is that Babu was very threatening to my sister.
Okay.
And made direct references to how he planned on getting into the seat of power in our warren, and strongly implied through violence if necessary. And there's already reason to believe that he might have had something to do with the death of one of our elders, and that is serious. That is really serious and not something that should be taken lightly, even if it's coming from Papaya.
Wow. So, we're gonna pretend that you're out on the grass with some other bunnies chewing some
Okay.
cud, and you're gonna actually
Bunnies chew cud?
you're gonna chew grass things, which I thought is what cud is.
We'll
Yeah.
eat
Cows
stuff.
also choose cud.
Yeah.
So just bunny things. But so tell me the actual rumor that you want to heard.
That pretty much.
So I'm a bunny, you're a bunny. What do you say to me?
You just said it all.
No, you said it out of character. Yeah. What's the actual rumor? Like, oh, hi, Papaya.
See, I did.
Welcome to my hell.
Right?
On this show, you actually have to.
Like, I
roleplay.
put so much into that already. I don't
hear
have
it.
anything
I hear
left.
It was great, and that was the meta thought, and I want to hear the delivery.
Bunny cows.
What is it? What sound does a bunny cow make?
A moo that's interrupted when its butt hits the ground every time it hops.
Oh yeah, merp. Okay, we got it. Merp. Bunny cows.
Oh, goodness.
only on weekly affirmations.
Welcome.
So are these people that are as close as I have to friends or bunnies?
There are
that-
bunnies that put up with you. Yeah.
They're bunnies that put up with me. That's as
Which
close
is
as I have to friends.
So you're all like, bunnies.
I get this really worried bunny look on my face. I go, I'm concerned.
What about Papaya?
And I'm really worried that, I know you guys just really kind of just put up with me because I'm Papaya, but I'm worried that you won't take me seriously when I say this.
Well, just
But
spit
it's-
it out, Papaya. What is it?
It's really serious, and I'm nervous.
What is it?
Well, yesterday after I was coming back to the Warren from playing with the macaques, I was coming around the corner, and I heard my sister Saranya and Babu.
Mm-hmm.
Babu was being really mean, and he said some really serious stuff. Like, really, really serious and kind of dark.
Okay, I'm gonna let you roll now. Good job.
You're cutting me off there? I was building! I was building
I'm just trying to.
such a tale as would have you give me an extra die to roll. Like, this was going to be an epic ballad of the heroism of Saranya standing up to Baba. Now I'm just gonna roll now.
You're more than welcome to continue. I just thought I was giving you a break.
No, it's all
Because
right.
it was so challenging for you to get started. I can't win.
It's gone.
All right. Let's see how this rumor works out.
Oh, papaya.
So Papaya, what'd you roll?
But that is plus shrewd,
Which is?
so that's still not enough.
What is your truth?
Oh, but it was such a great story. Darn it! It's 6.
You rolled a
total,
6?
right? Because it's
Okay.
plus shrewd, but
So
not
Papaya,
really anything else.
what happens when you fail a gossip roll?
People like me even less. Nothing.
Nothing happens because I get to choose what happens.
Oh no!
So, in case you're unfamiliar with Apocalypse World Hacks, folks, what happens when a player fails on a 7 to 9 roll is something called a hard move, and it is what it sounds like because I get to decide what happens.
Hashtag save papaya.
It's too late. You played into my claws. Ooh.
Oh my god.
So, these bunnies are like sitting around looking at you.
Fire Raven brings up a really good point.
What's that?
How could they like papaya any less?
You're about to find out.
I know.
So you're talking, and they're like, and Papaya doesn't realize that she's digging herself a big hole. So finally, one of the bunnies is like, enough, Papaya, with your preposterous lies. You should not be speaking poorly of your betters. I
Papaya
need to
is
teach you a
many
lesson.
things, but papaya is not a liar.
So the bunny, who is bigger than you,
I don't care.
jumps on top of you and scratches your ear.
The one with the tag in it?
Sure.
Oh, bring it.
And she says, enough. You are too lowly for me to even speak with. And then she like starts bunny hopping away. And you have like this little torn, bleeding ear.
Who is this bunny?
Oh no. This bunny is...
Bunny's going on my Aria list.
This bunny is Pandu. Pandu. Or Pandu. Pandu. So Pandu's like, enough, you lowly wretch. Scratch. And then marches off. So now your ear is a little bloody and torn. You may have like messed with the thing in there too, I don't know. So that did not go well for you, my dear.
I'm sorry, papaya.
The odds are not in our favor with these rolls.
Oh, you're just doing that math?
Oh, this is the darkest timeline.
Oh, I'm just so used to games where, like, you can actually get, like, I mean, I was joking about, like, telling this, I mean, I was going to tell an epic tale, but about getting the bonus die because I got so into it. But, like, I'm used to systems that have that. And the fact that this doesn't makes it a very harsh system. And,
Yeah,
and
well,
by design, I believe.
I
So
think it's
that's all.
about how you look at it. So a lot of systems, like the traditional ones like D&D, it's about sort of masculine power fantasies where you have the axe and you hit the thing and you're like, aha, I'm great, I cast that spell and now they exploded. Games like the Warren, which are more indie, are much more about exploring feelings and being caught in hard situations.
I would totally argue that that isn't what D&D is about, but that is a conversation I would love to have another time.
Ooh, we will. Duke it out.
No, absolutely.
The Warren is specifically built for exploring these things. And, you know, it is harder to win, but the point of not winning is that you get interesting things that go in a different direction. So when you roll a 7 to 9, it's kind of like you partially win, but something bad partially happens. Well, the something bad doesn't have to be bad. It can be something interesting that you weren't intending. And for this particular move, Hyper Rapid Power Go!
Is it Cooper's birthday or is that their name? I think
Cooper's B-Day
I think
is
it
the
is
name.
Cooper's birthday.
Is it?
Could you do an affirmation for Cooper?
Yes.
Cooper, if it is your birthday, happy birthday.
Yeah. Oh, Cooper. Are you ready for this one? So you are a tenacious, enchanting lemur. Cooper, happy birthday if it's your birthday, but if it's not, I'm just gonna pretend that it is anyway, because why not? Yay! Oh, I love this music. That was a fun one. Hyper Rapid Power Go!
It is Cooper's birthday. Can you add a walrus there?
Cuckoo Choo. That was Thanos Fat.
On behalf of Mondor the Gray's friend Cooper for his birthday,
Another
can you
one.
do a walrus sound? Maybe a scary walrus.
You guys,
I think it's another.
why are you doing this to me?
It's another one for Cooper.
Okay, Cooper. Apparently it is your birthday. So here is another birthday affirmation for you. You are an adorable, moisturizing leprechaun. So you're a leprechaun with very good skin.
Who is adorable?
Who's adorable? And I have to make a walrus sound? Was it an angry, did it say an angry walrus?
Oh, I don't
It was
recall.
some kind of walrus. Okay, well.
But I think
Okay.
walrus
Yeah,
would
okay.
probably.
So walrus is like, right? Okay, I'm gonna do this a little bit. You gotta get into it, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Walrus. At this point, I'm just gonna roll on the ground.
Very serious walrus with a very. Don't forget the walrus moustache.
Oh yeah. That's the best walrus I've got.
Are they okay there?
No.
You're far from okay.
My drunk uncle was hanging out with you guys.
Well, if your drunk uncle was a walrus, then I have succeeded.
Pretty close.
Oh man.
You are.
What are
the
they gonna come
walrus.
up with next?
Cuckoo.
Okay, so I was explaining hard moves. And for this particular hard move, since contextually in the fiction, Papaya is kind of like our punching bag, it made sense as a GM, right, to be like, okay, well, Papaya's gonna get beat up now, because that reinforces the bunny structure and the bunny hierarchy and the caste-like feeling of this particular setting. So that's a little bit of sort of insight into why we make the decisions we make in games like this. But other times it could have happened completely differently. It could have been like, they hear the wrong rumor and then they blame Saranya instead because they thought you were saying it was her, stuff like that. So, moving on.
Apparently, you nailed that walrus sound.
Did I really? I did my best. Oh no, was that already a YouTube video?
And there's a link.
No, maybe it's a real walrus YouTube
It's
video.
probably a real walrus.
I hope it's a real walrus. I mean, I am a real
Emily,
walrus.
save that so we can watch it later.
Ooh, see, I agree, Bob the Ninja Goldfish. Bottom line, every RPG is what your group makes it to be.
That's true. Though some are engineered
And-
in some ways and some other ways.
And
right?
that's one of the beautiful things about them.
Rule 0. Rule 0. Whatever rule you make is the rule that counts. I've rule zeroed so much stuff in my life. It's been great. Alright,
As you
so
should.
Papaya kind of got a little beat up there for trying to spread a rumor. It didn't work out.
One of the voices in my head said Papaya is going to end that bunny. It's true, I saw it.
Sure.
So Papaya's like, I'm gonna end that bunny. But inside. She says it inside.
Well, no, one of the voices in my head said it.
So do you say that out loud?
No.
Okay. So it was inside.
Oh, please.
Yeah, but I didn't say it inside. One of the voices in my head said it
Oh,
inside.
I see the distinguishment you're making.
See? There you go.
Yeah.
I'm having respect for their own personhood.
Got it. Yes. At Hyper RPG, all of our voices have their own personhood. Okay, so she's been beat up. Do you see this before you go off with Babu, or do you just kind of head out?
Let's say I don't see it. We'll deal with that.
We'll deal with it later? Okay.
Happening at the same time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so you hop up to Babu, and he's sitting around with Arun, and they're like doing bunny things.
You know, we have a clock now, Joe.
I remember my cell phone this time. Thank
Well,
you.
it's right there on the
yeah, it's also
notification
right
tablet.
there. Mini clocks.
Yeah.
So many clocks. Okay, so Saranya is going to hop her little butt up to Babu. And say, Babu, Arun, I don't mean to interrupt your conversation. Babu, I was hoping that you and I could discuss more of our conversation from last night. I think that mistakes have been made, and I think that maybe if we could go somewhere and talk, maybe we could just resolve things and move on, do what's best for the whole Warren.
Strix's finishing move is called the Strixification. It involves a parliament of owls and a Tootsie Pop.
Oh, I like that. Do you know I actually have a parliament at home? I do. I have a parliament of owls. They're my council.
Of owls. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, technically they're owl figurines, but they're parliament and they each have a vote, and so there's an odd number of them. And whenever we have anything important to decide, like do I buy that new car? Do I pay off my student loan debts first? I ask the parliament, and then they vote. It's pretty cool. You're looking at me like
Well, you did just tell me that you make major decisions in your life based on the input of a bunch of porcelain owls. So
they're not all porcelain.
Oh wow, that makes it all
better. Strix facts.
And it's true. I have a parliament.
That's lovely. Do you collect little owls?
I do, but only special ones get into the parliament. It's a very
Okay.
short list of people.
So not all of the owls that you own make it into the parliament.
They have to be
of owls.
especially
They have to murder each other in a little owl coup.
It's
Much like
combat.
bunnies in that way.
Strix's next game, Parliament.
The parliament.
The parliament
And
of
it doesn't have to
owls.
do with the UK's parliament.
It's based on the Warren, only with owls.
Oh, so Mondor says, guys, thank you all. Cooper has been there for me and has been helping me get through dealing with my grandma passing away and some family members in bad health. I'm going to show him this when it gets on YouTube. Hopefully it will give him a good laugh like he does for me.
Oh, yay.
You guys are such a great community. I'm really happy to be a part of all of this. You guys are cool. Okay, so Babu's like, fine.
Okay.
So he'll like hop off with you. Where do you guys go? Where on the map do you go?
So the school is like
You're over here, yeah?
right here? Okay, and this is the Warren.
Yeah.
So we'll just hop over in this direction, closer to the school.
So he looks a little nervous about this, but he's like, oh, I'm not scared if you're not scared. So.
Oh no, it's all right, Babu. I'm very familiar with the habits of the humans, and they don't usually come over here.
He looks very pointedly at the tag in your ear. Like, sure.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Isn't there a better place to talk?
Well,
Go to the macaques.
if you're uncomfortable, Babu, then we could go somewhere else.
I'm not uncomfortable.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. While we're having this conversation, Saranya's kind of trying to keep an eye out for
Children that might be going,
Children.
oh, look, a bunny.
Yeah. Oh, this is dangerous, y'all.
Wait, are you saying you're exposing yourself to danger?
Yes.
Then you trigger resist panic.
Okay.
So roll resist panic
But
for me.
so does he.
He does too.
And he has a -1.
Well, he has a +1 going forward to any of his rolls. I'm
wombats.
actually gonna keep that and just say that he takes the panic. Because that's he had the the -1 going forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say. Why would he get a +1?
So I'm gonna
'Cause
say
they
that
both got
he's-
negative. So there we go.
He looks visibly more panicked.
I rolled a 9.
Wow, you knocked that one out of the park. So you keep it together, but your panic rises by 1.
Okay. But I made the roll straight.
You did, but you didn't get the 10. You didn't get the 10. So you definitely feel a little more anxious, but you're keeping it down. Keeping it
What
down.
was that? Oh, yeah. All right, never mind.
What?
You're steady. I thought you had a better steady.
Oh no, I just have this
That
really
was
steady.
that was new.
So.
Okay, so he's like,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah. So she's just kind of trying to keep an eye out.
Oh, Hyper Rabbit Power, go! That was Axel.
With a elite donation.
So super neat.
Sweet.
All right, Axel. This one is for you. Ooh, I like this one. You are a lucky looking Cyclops. That's right, you're a Cyclops, and you look lucky. Ah, it's such a beautiful sound. That is so much better
It's
than
so
the LSD
soothing.
sound.
I liked the LSD sound too, Joe. Like, for what it's worth.
He's giving me hate looks. Just so you know, at home in chat. Ah, that was nice.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Babu.
Mm-hmm. Have you come to apologize?
I have come to apologize.
I knew you would see it my way eventually.
I'm so sorry. I misjudged you. Truly. I thought that you were not a bunny that had the best interests of the Warren in his heart, but I see now that in fact you do. And not just the elder bunnies or the more traditional bunnies, but all of the bunnies, which is, of course, my concern as one of the newer members and someone who came in from the outside.
Mm-hmm. So you hear children laughing nearby.
Gonna like hop a little, like not like a whole lot, but just like, you know. And basically Bunny meets Game of Thrones. Yeah. I just really, Babu, what I want to know is just that, you know, my sister, she can get herself into trouble.
She's very problematic and a detriment to this Warren.
But she has so much to offer.
She's probably cursed.
Cursed.
No, I didn't
Everyone
take that
knows
one.
it. You didn't take the actual character move of cursed.
People are thinking you're character.
Babu, look at her character sheet. So we're just gonna pause there for a second. So I saw someone in chat asking what the hell is going on, and that's a fair question. So in case you were
Three
just
girls
joining
in
us,
bunny ears are playing a game about being rabbits. Duh.
And
so this is Weekly
merciless
Affirmations.
murdering rabbits.
We're a show that happens every Friday at 3 p.m. and I am your host Strix. This is Anna and Liz, and we are playing The Warren by Marshall Miller, produced by Builly Pullpit Games. This is our second chapter. So we had one last week, and we have our last chapter next week. And we are playing bunnies, and it is really scary because we are playing in dark mode. And if you want to interact with us, we would love to say hi to you in chat. You can also donate or subscribe to get your own personal affirmation, or tweet at us with the hashtag GameFeels with a Z. And I'm going to read out some additional tweets at the end of the show. So welcome if you're just joining. So, you are like, Babu, come closer.
Yes. She just really, at this point, she's just trying to keep Babu in place, keep him from running for cover, while the children continue
Distract.
to congregate. Babu, I think that's really unfair to Papaya, with all due respect. It's just...
She is strange. She's not like the rest of us. She talks with monkeys.
She is strange, but...
And both of you have that thing in your ears.
Babu, it's not very polite to talk about the tag.
Well, but it's true. There's a mark on you both.
Shellbender with
Babu.
a Z, not an S. Sorry.
Huh?
Carry on.
Oh yeah, game feels with a Z. Z.
That's why we do this every time.
Anna's in fact not an owl. That is true.
Is that confirmed?
Not quite as cool as Strix Fact, but I'm okay with that.
We also do Strix facts, which you make up ridiculous facts about me, and they're all true.
All true.
All true.
Babu, I don't think that it is very right for you to be talking about our tags that way. You know, we did not decide to be from the humans in the cages and
All of a sudden, from the side, bursts in like 3 or 4, 7 or 8-year-old kids, and they are like running and laughing and giggling, and they are now coming for you and Babu. And they're like, ah, bunnies, ah.
Okay.
So, what are you gonna do?
Well, she has advantage because she knows what to expect because she's hutch-wise.
What does Hutchwise do?
Well,
Nothing.
nothing. So Hutchwise is when you pay attention, which is a move. When you pay attention to humans, you can add why do humans do that to the list of questions you can ask, and the GM will tell you a truth and a falsehood, and you pick whichever is more interesting or useful.
Awesome. So that doesn't apply here.
I think it's pretty obvious to both of us what those children are doing.
But you might want to do something else, like bolt or sneak. So why don't you take a look at your move list and decide how you want to get out of this predicament? Because they're about to like, bunnies,
More hugs.
they might try to hug you. They might put you in a stew pot.
Rabbit stew
I
at
actually-
1 p.m.
Okay.
Pacific Daylight Time on Hyper
gonna-
Rabbit Power Go.
I'm gonna bolt.
You're gonna bolt? Okay.
Yeah. So I also
Are you sure?
have,
Because sneak is based on shrewd.
but I also have Swift Runner.
Oh, see, there you go.
And I also have a -1 to my next roll, so this will come in handy. So Swift Runner is when you bolt, you treat a roll of 6 as though it was 7 through 9.
Nice.
So I only have to make 6. And I have a +1 to Swift, but I also have a -1 to my next roll, so basically what the dice says is what the dice
So
says.
we're at a 0, and then if you get a 6, then
Yeah.
you still succeed.
Yes.
Okay. That's what you
can do
got.
it.
This is a very large gamble that she's taking right now.
Save Saranya from herself. 6.
Oh, lordy lord. Whew. Well. So you bolt, and you just beeline it out of there, and you are like terrorized because they are like right on top of you. Like you
Am I
can
making
feel
a resist panic
the
roll?
fingers. Nope.
Oh, okay.
We're just gonna go with bolt.
Okay, got
You're
it.
already panicking
But
at this point. So you're bolting, and you just blindly charge out of there. And you don't see or even pay attention to where Babu is. You're just like, I'm out! And you end up over by the old tree. So when you finally come to your senses, you're now surrounded by macaques.
This will go well.
Well, that's probably where I am.
Ooh, okay. So what
Because
happens?
after the
ear incident?
yeah, I would have gone to hang out knowing that, you know, Saranya doesn't want me underfoot all the time. So I probably went to hang out with the macaques because they let me keep a little bit of the food that we gather too, and so I get fed, and I don't really get much food back in the warren.
So for our people at home, the bolt's basic move is when you make a run for it, you roll plus Swift. On a 10 plus, you run like the wind. On a 7 through 9, or in my case, a 6 through 9, you run fast enough, but choose one.
Yep, and I chose.
So you got.
You didn't end up exactly
where I want. Okay, so I don't take the +1 panic at this time.
Nope. Parvis said something really hilarious.
What?
Yes, if Saranya does get caught, the children will make her sit in the podcast where we're going to discuss tech news with Zach. Rabbit stew. No! The worst kind of rabbit stew. No, rabbit stew is really great. I think it's really interesting.
Yes, no, I do. My only complaint about rabbit stew, and I was telling Emily this outside, is that every time I tune in, they're talking about food, and it makes me hungry.
Were they doing Girl Scout cookies
This
time?
morning it was oatmeal. They were talking
No,
about oatmeal and fruit.
We haven't been able to find any Girl Scouts
Really?
since the last den mother
Is it done?
escaped,
There's no more Thin
or whatever the
Mints?
heck they're called.
I only saw them.
I don't know.
No, I've seen them twice. Oh my gosh,
You can
it's
buy
like
them on Amazon, though.
what? But that takes all the fun out of it.
I agree. You have to hunt down those Girl
have
Scouts.
to hunt down
the
little
Girl
girls, and you have to hunt down Girl Scouts, and you have to buy the cookies directly from their shining, beautiful faces. Like,
Yeah, Girl Scout hunting. We'll encourage that on Weekly Affirmations. Okay.
Tranquilizers.
look, the do-si-dos are just really delicious. Is all I can say.
I'm totally in the
dear.
Thin Mint camp. That's
Really?
really all I will eat. Except for the ones with the coconut on them. What are those called?
Samoas.
Samoas.
You don't like those?
I love Samoas.
Oh, okay, we're
Just
still
not
friends.
as much as the Thin Mint.
We're still friends.
Okay.
Okay.
Fire Raven, well,
You
this
can have-
escalated quickly.
You can have all of my Thin Mints.
Okay. That's totally fine. All right. So you are now coming aware of your surroundings that
Got
was
it.
bolted. You're right underneath the old tree.
Got it.
And there's macaques on the ground and there's macaques in the tree, and they're all looking at you. And you see your little sister, Papaya, kind of sitting off to one side with maybe like a macaque or two, and her ears all floppy and bloody. And she looks a little sad.
Well, my ear is usually floppy, so.
So it's just extra bloody. So what happens?
Okay. Looking around to see Babu is nowhere around. Who?
Saranya?
Papaya! What happened? Papaya, what happened to your ear?
What? Why are you here?
Papaya, what happened to your... Never mind that. What happened to your ear?
What are the macaques doing?
So
Oh shit.
you're yelling.
They're macaques.
There are two bunnies and they are yelling, and the macaques are like. And you know, macaques, you have to understand, they're monkeys, so they're capricious, and you don't know what they're gonna do at any given time, and they're really strong, like monumentally strong compared to you guys. So one of them will kind of like do this, but he hasn't like done anything yet.
Okay.
But you're yelling.
I'm gonna
Okay.
hop
I'm gonna
over
take
next to
some deep breaths. Okay.
hop over next to
Papaya.
Saranya.
Papaya. Come, we have to go back into the warren.
Oh, okay.
We have to go.
Okay. I'm sorry, friends. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, Papaya.
But
Tomorrow?
Papaya, you're so funny.
Oh, Papaya, we'll see you
This
tomorrow.
is my big sister, Saranya.
Hi.
She takes care of me when you guys aren't there.
She's and Saranya's trying to, keep her distance from the monkey.
It's a good idea.
And Papaya is fully aware of the danger her sister is in right now, so she's kind of edging away with Saranya, maybe doing a little extra pushing.
Well, you definitely have their interest now because they're monkeys. They're
Yes.
like, what is she? What is she doing? What is she?
I don't know. She says that there's something going on back at the Warren, so we have to go. But I'll come back later, I promise, and we'll help gather more fruit.
Boring bunny stuff.
It's true.
Super boring. Let's go.
I agree.
Let's go.
and then they kind of like hop along.
All right.
Okay, so they leave. Where do they go?
And Papaya will give a couple extra bye-bye, because she really doesn't want to leave.
Okay.
Where do you go?
Okay.
Saranya,
okay.
what are you doing here?
Saranya,
You still know where Babu is.
Saranya, what?
You still don't know where Babu is.
So Saranya knows that Arun knows that she went off with Babu. So Saranya is going to
I'd head that off at the pass.
find some bunnies and be like, "Oh my god, we have to go find Babu. We have to save Babu."
Okay,
And just hope that we're too late.
so you go up to a group of bunnies who are maybe hanging out at the mouth of the warren, and you come up and you're just acting panicked?
Yes.
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 Okay, so they're like, what do you mean, Babu? What about Babu?
Babu, children, it's tiny humans. We have to go find Babu. We were speaking, and then suddenly there were
The humans took Babu? The
Yeah.
humans took Babu?
humans took Babu.
Well, what do you expect us to do?
We
Panic with us!
Her panicking.
So you like jump around and you're flopping and they're like, and some of them like don't know what's going on.
Funny stuff, planning assassinations.
So you
Bunny stuff
scare a
is
couple
never-
of the bunnies and they like flee into the warren.
Okay.
And a couple of the others are like, well, we can go look, but we don't want to get near the humans.
But what are we going to do?
What do you think we can do?
We should do something.
What were you doing close to the humans anyway?
We weren't. We were in the warren. We were in. I don't know
Wait,
where
you were
they
in the
came
warren
from.
and the humans took you? So now all of the bunnies are in a panic. Where are the humans? Where are the humans? So you're not gonna get any help at this point, because they're all like flopping over each other and
I
running away.
don't want help.
And then like now they're all gone.
Okay.
Everyone's gone. They're all
Well,
inside
darn.
the warren. So right now, there's a bunny running.
Papayas going, I could dig in that. I could dig in that holy room.
So some bunny
It'd be awfully
has
safe.
gone into the warren to find Harish. To tell him that this is happening. That humans have invaded the warren and nobody is safe.
Oh, good.
So this really got out of control very fast.
Well, then.
So you're just gonna sit at the mouth of the warren? Or while this happens?
Pardon?
Are you gonna just sit at the mouth of the warren while this happens? Or are you gonna do something else?
The mouth of the warren?
You're sitting near the mouth of the warren. You're outside.
She's going to go a little further into the warren, I think, not just sitting on the edge of the warren.
Okay. So she's inside of the warren, and inside the warren she just hears like chaos. Like bunnies going, "Ah, ah, ah."
We should go to the holy spot.
So very quickly, this other bunny comes back with Harish. And Harish like is bolting as fast as he can through the warren, which is not that fast because it's tunnels.
The old dude could run so fast.
Papaya's smart enough to kind of like
Fade to the back?
Yeah.
Okay. So
be a little more inconspicuous.
So Harish gallops up, and then he's like going so fast he has to stick his claws into the dirt to stop. And he's like, "What is this? What is going on? Humans have entered the warren? What do you mean?"
No, not.
Speak, Saranya.
We were in the trees. We were in the trees. And suddenly children, and they took Babu, and I don't know what to do. What should we do? Harish.
Trees are not inside of the warren.
But we were. I thought we were.
Is it the warren or is it the tree, Saranya?
We were in the trees.
So not in the warren.
I thought we were in the warren. Babu thought we were in the warren.
Are you sick?
I'm very frightened. I had to run away from the children.
If you were running away from children, you weren't inside the warren. All right, and he's like, tells the other bunnies, like, calm down. There's no one inside the warren. Tell us your story. What happened? Where is Babu?
Babu and I went to speak to each other. We were just speaking, and suddenly there were children. I just need a moment. I need a moment to calm down. I'm very upset.
The children took Babu from the trees?
We were sitting and we were talking. We were amongst the trees, and bunny panic.
So Rania, it sounds like you are lying to my face.
I am not lying, Babu. We were.
Prove to me that you are not lying.
How can I prove it, Harish?
Show me where he was taken.
Okay. But what if there are children still there?
Then we will get close enough to see. And no closer.
Okay. So, is it just the two of them that are going?
There might be like one or two like guard bunnies
Okay.
who go with you guys.
Okay.
They're big, strong bunnies, so they're girl bunnies because they're bigger and stronger. But they are like looking at you, like what is going on?
Okay.
So you and Harish and two guards are now marching out of the warren. Where are you leading them?
I'm going to lead them like
Where are we going on the map?
we're going like right around this like edge of Warren area. Like, I mean, not too far from where they actually were.
Okay. So you guys march up to the area and he says, here?
Yes.
And he puts his little bunny nose to the ground and he's like, and he looks and he says, I see no signs of a struggle.
Struggle? We ran.
You said that you saw them take Babu.
I think I did.
Where did you see it, Saranya?
Here.
Where are the marks of struggle?
Marks of struggle. We ran. I ran. I thought Babu ran, but I think they picked him up. It was
You
all so
think?
quick.
Or you saw them pick him up, Saranya? Be very careful with your words right now.
I did not. I don't think I saw. Oh, chat, help me out. Okay, so she's going to... Yes. What did we say? Okay. I think I saw the children coming for us. I started to run. I don't think I heard Babu run, but I don't think I saw them pick him up. But if he wasn't picked up, wouldn't he be here? Wouldn't he have come back to the Warren?
You have let the children know that we are here. We've been doing a good job of hiding from them up until now. I believe that this is a matter for the council to sort out. Dun dun dun! And we're actually gonna scene right here. So let's wrap this up narratively. So Saranya is now going to be tried by the council for endangering the Warren and getting Babu abducted, because Arun knows that you asked Babu to come with you to wherever, and that is probably going to be the content of our next chapter, is bunny trials.
Oh, bunny trials! Yes, Hunster, you should feel bad for Saranya, who is completely innocent in all of this and just trying to protect her sister.
Trust me, Hunster, she is guilty as hell.
Guilty as hell.
So let's wrap this up. So how do you guys feel about today's play? Was it a little more natural now that we're getting into it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I feel like I lost my papaya character a bit more.
Yeah. Where was it heading to?
Vengeance.
You're just gonna turn into vengeance.
No, I mean, this is the right direction for where I wanted to go, but I feel that I lost, like, my role. Like, I fell out of the role a fair bit over the week, and I want to get that back next week.
Got it. How did you feel about the moves this week?
They're a little frustrating.
Yeah?
I feel like they don't really do all that much.
Well, that might be me more than the moves.
Well, they're just very,
Also,
very specific.
It's a new system, too.
Yeah.
Like, after I do things, I think about, well, maybe I could have done that a little differently. But I think that's part of the kind of fun and bunniness of it.
and the-
because you are making these really quick
Yeah.
decisions that are, you know, maybe not the best decisions
Yeah.
as a bunny might make.
And it's also part of learning a new system.
True facts.
Which you guys, I think, are doing really excellent at. I think you're getting the bunny thing down pretty fast.
I think you're getting the killing us thing down pretty fast.
Hey, I didn't kill nobody this round.
She's trying, though. Like, come on, chat. You
I
know.
just barely escaped.
This is a bloodthirsty GM.
Lies.
Look at this sweet face.
I just want you to have a good and interesting time.
Oh, it is good and interesting.
May you live in interesting days.
So
We're gonna wrap this up.
Feels.
We're gonna read a few more Game Feels tweets. Now is the time to get your Game Feels in and have them read out loud on the show.
And perhaps nibble some more chocolate.
Ooh, chocolate sounds good.
No.
So, this is The Warren by Marshall Miller. Ooh, not Game of Thrones, Game Feels. Was my phone listening to us? It was listening to us. I hate when it does that.
Oh no, stalker phone.
So this is The Warren by Marshall Miller. It's an awesome game about bunnies. You can play it in light mode. We're playing it in dark mode because that's awesome, because we love Game Feels. You can get it from Builly Pullpit Press. They have a website. You can get the hardcover book. You can get the softcover book. You can get the really awesome cards that help you play. There are also free additional downloads for specific settings. The one we played today is Begnalopoly Fields, which I co-wrote. And it is based off of a real village in southern India, so it's super legit, and it was a lot of fun to make. And now I'm gonna read some of your Game Feels tweets, because you guys are also awesome. You make this show just as awesome as we do, I think, because you guys are cool.
Well, yeah, they are the voices in my head.
Also that. So Mondor says, you are awesome and make me look forward to Fridays even more. Here is a Powerpuff Girl. Game feels. Look at that. Ooh, I'm gonna retweet that one too.
That's you as a Powerpuff
that's me
Girl.
as a Powerpuff Girl? That's the coolest shit ever. And it's even got like a moving GIF. Can you see that? I'm gonna, wait.
Wrong camera. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so Matt says, I want to affirm how awesome everyone at Hyper G is for lifting my spirits this past week, especially yesterday. Space Cat game feels. Yay, Matt!
Space Cat?
That's what it says. It's a hashtag Space Cat.
No, it's hashtag Space Cat?
Hashtag Space Cat.
Space Cat?
Oh, I'm really slow on uptaking jokes. Like Gil
And I have so much fun with it.
Ramirez.
I do.
I'm
In
learning.
an endearing way. Not in an intent to torment you way.
All right, I think that as many as we can get in today. However, I'm gonna favorite all of these and retweet them, especially the fan art, because that is awesome.
Oh my god.
You guys
so
have
awesome.
a lovely weekend. Death from Above is next, which is a totally cool show where they destroy mechs that are really expensive, and it hurts my heart. But hey, if you're into that, please stay tuned or join in and have a wonderful day. Joe, can we get one more weekly affirmations? Yeah. Let's just hear the song.
What's it, a weekly affirmations, a positive feel-good show. The most positive thing on this channel called Hyper Rabbit Power Go.
Thank you,
It's pretty
everyone.
decent.